Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us today. We are Saves vs. Death, a tabletop actual play and podcast that airs every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on twitch.tv/Saves vs. Death. I am Blank, your host, GM, referee. I always choke at this last one. I don't know. Something really cool.
God.
Yes. Ruler Supreme. And with me today is Jess as Moxie11, the media who is no longer a cyber psycho. Nice. Got some much needed therapy. Hades as Deeps, the netrunner who's gone solo. Ada as Checkers, who repaired some vehicles with Colt Murphy and her gang. And then we are sadly down one Games, who plays our injured rocker boy Wraith. Had some things come up in his fam, and we wish him the best. But he will be back next week. And with that, I will hand it off to Hades, who will take care of his segment.
All right. Well, if you like what we do, please consider helping us get better. If you go ahead and if you have Amazon Prime and you like to watch us here on Twitch, you can link those accounts together, and then you can use Amazon to give us a sub, which always helps us out.
For free.
We also have a Patreon with merch on there for you to get as well. Blank has gotten quite a few things. I have just started my own Patreon there, so I can get some of that great merch out of there. And you can also check out our character gens, our character sheets, Moxie's articles, and a whole bunch of extra special stuff on there that you can't get anywhere else. Yeah.
So check it out by going to patreon.com/savesversedeath. The end.
Yes. Thank you.
New followers.
And if you happen to follow us here on Twitch, or you're new and you would like to follow us on Twitch, do so. So there's a potential chance I will try not to butcher your name. If it's an easy one. Like these two, thankfully this week, are super easy. So welcome Nebula Coffee and Archvillain Ethan to our little home here.
It's pronounced Ethan.
It begins, guys. And just if you are watching, we do have a little warning, and I'm going to pass it on to Ada to let you know what to look out for.
So this is a dark future, and it contains mature and graphic content. We've gone over all of our safety tools and know our limits, but we can't do the same for everybody watching. So if you need to step away for 15 minutes, please do. Your mental health is important to us. I promise you, after 15 minutes, though, you'll probably be safe.
Probably. Okay, so the last time on Cyberpunk, Deeps did a little bit of work, did some hustling, practiced his guitar solos, and hung out with Rex, and got a new cyber deck and programs. He has a new array, so we'll be interested to see how that works. Checkers repaired a bunch of stuff, including the Galena, and she did some salvaging in Night City and got... What did you get? I don't know.
It was a cyberware, and it was some kind of head implant, and I sold it to Fonz.
Oh yeah, you already sold it. Okay. Mm-hmm. Wraith has had his jaw implanted, so he can speak now. He has received both physical and psychotherapy in order to rehabilitate himself. He still has a long way to go, unfortunately. He worked on his album that should be releasing soon. And
Someday.
he's put plans in motion to record and do live shows within the next few weeks. Moxie got a meeting with Sony Nomura, who was was almost framed for his murder. Oh, I see. She also finally got some psychotherapy, which is great. She ran a bunch of errands and made amends in a heartfelt scene with Rex. That was good. I think that is all we really have to chat about for the moment. One correction. Last week I said that you had 1 week for the show, but I meant 2 weeks, which will give you the, as promised, 4-week downtime. So you do have an additional week of downtime that we can take care of today. That was my bad. I apologize, and it shouldn't change much. Anyway, so I guess with that, we will get started on tonight's session. So, one last week of downtime. Moxie, you're down, I believe, 3 days, I think.
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'm almost positive that you had gone into the next week.
No, I went into week 3 from week 2, and then I caught up to the
Understood.
end of week 3.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, so what do you guys want to do? Who wants to start us off?
I will start us off.
Okay.
I would like to go see Deeps.
Oh, shit. Okay. Deeps, where are you?
I'm totally going to usurp your week before you can do anything.
Let's see here. What did I just finish doing? I think I was just doing a job.
I think you were doing some high side hustles, yeah.
Yeah, with Rex. So I'm probably in my apartment practicing guitar.
Okay.
Are any of the groupies ever showing up anymore, or is it kind of just empty?
It's been empty.
figured.
Because his groupies would be going to
See him.
down in where has he just been staying at Pawns?
I think so.
Oh wow.
All that we've said.
Okay. Yeah, so they'd be going down to the clinic.
Well, it probably depends on when Pons would release him, because he literally lives upstairs.
That's
So
true.
Pons could.
Yeah, I would imagine he's let him go.
I suppose it depends on how
Pons
easy
probably-
it is for Wraith to walk.
He wouldn't have walked. He would have been, carried to the apartment.
I probably would help with that too, just because I'm there.
Yeah.
So
Wraith is probably in his room working on something while you're playing your guitar.
Alright.
I want you to do a play instrument check, in fact.
okay. $17.
17? Okay.
Yes.
It's sounding pretty good. You're tearing up some solos, but you've taken the solos down to like just a notch away from the, most advanced form of them. But you're still, I mean, which just it's barely noticeable, except you're missing a note or two, just because the finger work is actually quite difficult. And you're just not at the you're not a professional guitarist, and you're not quite there yet. But
No, I am not a professional.
right. But you're it sounded really close. Like you even manage during the solo to slip some of those notes that you know are there, but you make a conscious effort to play the easier, chord or fingering. But yeah, you actually do slip some of those in there, and it's actually sounding really good. When Moxie, you're making your way up the steps, and you just hear the melodic solo of the electric guitar, streaming down the stairs. Probably some Johnny Silverhand riff.
Yes, definitely.
She makes her way up to the door. She'll wait until like the solo ends, like he's paused and is like about to start again before you hear loud enough to be heard but not like obnoxious, just a few quick raps on the door.
Okay.
Oh,
Deeps!
it's open. Yeah.
She'll open the door.
Get the door!
Walk in as it's being yelled.
Go.
Yeah, just kind of close it behind her, look around the room. Is it still kind of a disaster?
Oh yeah. I kind of freeze for a second there too. Like,
how are you dressed?
That is a great question. Moxie has they're mostly, I hadn't fully figured this out. I think they're mostly like white cargo pants over top of her combat boots, but they have like an ELO print that goes from one leg to the other, like either a dragon or some scorched land or something. It's some sort of like Elfline's Online print on her pants. And a black halter top and some sort of long sleeve half sweater over top, and her white jacket, lumberjack jacket.
What about you, Deeps?
I'm probably just in probably have a Johnny Silverhand t-shirt on, band t-shirt, and probably just some shorts.
Okay. Standing in the middle of the trash-ridden apartment living room. Do you have an amplifier, or are you just?
Yes.
Okay. So you are, plugged in and filling the nook with your music.
Probably not super loud, but yes, I do have a pocket amp.
Okay.
Hey, I was hoping we could talk.
Yeah, we can. Sure.
Nova. She's gonna approach. Where's Deeps in the room? I should ask.
There's no furniture really, so I think there's.
Wasn't
just
there
like
a couch?
No.
No.
There's a bunch.
I know there's a tent.
There's
Smoke
like
tent.
inflatable mattresses. Yeah, there's a tent. There's inflatable mattresses that have mostly deflated, and a bunch of clothing stacked in little nests around in front of a tent with like a survival stove. And yeah, there's a pot on there that has like something that has gone rancid a while ago. It probably was some like kibble or spaghetti with kibble meatballs. And it's obviously gone green at this point.
Wonderful. And where's Deeps in the room?
Probably standing right in front of the windows. there's like two small windows on the opposite side of the door well that look at the hovel.
Okay. I think there was like a breakfast counter as part of the kitchen.
On your
So
left
she's-
as you enter.
Okay, she's gonna step like into the room, but not go past that breakfast counter. She's gonna lean against it.
Okay.
She doesn't want to crowd his space, but she wants to get closer.
Yeah, there's like a little island there.
She shifts like her clothing, like she's fiddling with it, and for the first time probably ever, she seems nervous to you, Deeps. She's not walking in confidently. She's not looking you in the eye. She doesn't have that air of I have to get shit done. She seems nervous.
Do you want to talk here? Or
Yeah, here's fine. If that's okay with you.
that's fine. Let me it's fine. Let me throw my guitar in my room.
Sure. Well, he's gone. She's just gonna pick up the pot and put it in the sink and add some. No, there's probably not soap. She's just gonna add water and fill it and just let it soak while he's.
Okay.
Till
So
he comes
when you turn
back.
on the faucet, you hear and then it sputters and then stops. And you hear it just repeats that.
She turns off the faucet.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the water's broke.
Yeah, you should get Rex to look at that.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, I'm sure Checkers could repair it, but you should get Rex to pay Checkers to look at that.
Yeah.
She'll go back to the bar counter if it's depending on where the sink is. She doesn't want to crowd his space if like the hallway is near where the sink is.
Uh-huh. Okay.
How have you been doing? You know what? That was a stupid question. I came to apologize for my behavior when you came to the lantern. They had implanted things inside me, and I went over the edge. I've had therapy since, and I've gone over the footage, and what you did meant a lot. So I wanted to thank you.
I'm gonna take a quick pause, I guess. And it's longer than it's just uncomfortable for a moment. And then I appreciate it.
I appreciate what you did, and I'm sorry you got hurt.
Nothing I couldn't get fixed.
So your deck's okay then?
That's okay. Bought a new one.
Okay.
But look, I don't know. I'm pissed off. I'm very frustrated. I don't know how to really talk about it. I'm not used to this type of group, I don't even know what to call it.
Gojira.
Gojira. Yeah. Well, my old people that I was with hanging out with my family, and we treat each other and we had each other's back at all times, and we made sure that we knew what we were getting into when we went in.
Yeah. I used to ride with a nomad pack. I know what that's like. Deeps, I don't know you. I mean, that came out wrong. Hang on. No, hang on. Tone and word association's important. Give me a minute.
You're fine.
You don't know me. We ran one job together, and that's it. I don't expect you to treat me like family. I don't expect you to risk your life for me. I haven't earned that. I don't deserve that. I didn't tell you what I was there for. One, because I don't know if I can trust you. Trust is a big thing for me. Don't take it personally. And two, whatever I get myself into was for me to get into, was not to drag you in. I told you to run for a reason. Now, I'm very glad you came after us. Don't get me wrong. But I didn't expect it, because I haven't built that trust with you.
Moxie. Yes, I'm probably overreaching. I'm probably overthinking. I'm probably over empathizing this because honestly, I've lost a lot in the last couple weeks, and I'm probably trying to grab onto whatever I possibly can. And I mean, it's stupid. It was probably really stupid. You don't even have it anymore, but you had a piece of my family with you.
Yeah, they took it from me.
Yeah. Someday I'm going to get that back. But right now, we've got a different job to take care of because we made commitments.
That's right.
And we're really lucky that that happened that way.
Yes, we are. I don't know that I can help you get that hand back, but I can help you get the person who zeroed them.
And that is what I wanted to say, is I got your back because you are the most knowledgeable person that can help me find out what happened to my goddamn family in that building.
Once I know, you'll know.
I mean, I don't even know why we went to that club in the first place. All I know is actually, I'm not even sure I know.
She puts her hands on the bar counter and kind of like pushes herself up so she can sit on it, crosses her legs. There was a girl that I was bringing with me. Her name was Jenny.
Yeah, she came to the apartment.
So I heard. We'll get to that. Jenny was Rico's girlfriend. Rico led us into a trap when the building got destroyed. Jenny was my last lead as to who was possibly pulling his strings to figure out who was at the top of the food chain. I knew Edward Voight was working with her, was probably the one who had her leash. He's the Ripper Doc there. He's the one that did all the modifications on everyone.
Oh, we saw him then, probably.
Old man, German, balding, warts.
Well, I saw somebody over Joss's body when we first came in, I believe. It all feels like so long ago.
Like weeks have passed. Well, that was probably him. And I figured he was the safest way of getting in to that building and to her then through Dracul, and through Nosferatu. I wasn't expecting to get drugged and captured. All I wanted to know is if I get an appointment with him, and it backfired very badly on me.
Yeah,
that
what
wasn't
the
a for sure
fuck did
thing.
happen?
He drugged me, and then I woke up partially while they were doing surgery on me, and then naked in a cage. Thank you for the hydrate, Abiel.
Thank you.
I need that so badly.
Welcome in.
I just wanted to see if they'd let other people talk to him, get body modification. That was what I told Dracul. And then he drugged me, and then I was there.
So hold on. Do you mean that Rico? Pointing to a poster on the wall.
If it's a Kabuki All-Star poster, yes,
Yeah.
that Rico.
So that. Okay.
Jenny's also the sister of a former friend of ours who rushed in there and got flatlined by Dracul and his men. And I promised him I'd get her out.
And then you made good on that.
No, I didn't. I made half good on that. You and everybody else made sure she got out. Speaking of, where is Jenny? I have some things of
Gone.
Rico's I want to give back to her.
She hasn't checked back in. I didn't
Do you know
get
where
her.
she is?
No, I tried to get her. My plan was to help her out and get her a agent, but she took off. And I don't blame her.
I don't either. It just means I have to find her again. Hopefully, it's not somewhere like that.
Look, I guess it's just hard for me to imagine working for a team where somebody isn't going to go in and try to do whatever they can for their other team members. I mean, hearing Rex be all reluctant and not doing what's going on was frustrating enough as it was. But I mean, look at Checkers. She came. She just started. She hasn't even done a job with us.
She is a Wraith fan.
True.
Look, Rex, unless there's Eddie's in it, if it's a job, it's getting paid, absolutely. And if we're on a job, I will do everything to make sure our objective is complete and we all make it home safe. Your personal shit, my personal shit, I mean, it depends. It depends what it is, what you've gotten yourself into. I would not have held it against any of you not to come for me. That wasn't your fight. Again, I appreciate it. But I would have understood it wasn't your fight.
No, that's just it. That's what I'm trying to tell you, though.
I mean, if you want to risk
It
your
is.
life and everything because that's your philosophy, that's your philosophy, man.
It ain't just that. Like I said earlier, you're my only hope.
Well,
So I
in
got
that
your back
case,
right now.
if I ever think of doing something solo again, I'll let you know. Because you have a vested interest too.
And I'm gonna have your back. Rex has been teaching me shit.
Hopefully not how to use a sniper gun at short range.
That was, how did you know that was literally the thing he taught me first?
Wild guess, actually.
Yeah. No, just, he's been teaching me things. Getting better.
No. I'm glad to hear it. Well, that's all I came for. She's gonna hop off the counter.
Awkward silence again.
Much like with Rex, it's like, okay, this is done. It's awkward. I'm gonna go. And then she pauses. Actually, no, two things. Have you called Swag?
No.
Please call Swag. I don't want to have to hear about it again.
I told him you're our agent. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
That was a joke.
Oh, good. Okay. That's better. Much better. And Kammi said you had some eddies for me? And Wraith said you had some eddies for me?
Yeah. I'll go into my room to the lockbox, lock drawer, open it up, count out 2,000 eddies.
Okay.
This is from Jenny.
Yeah, when I find her, I'm going to give it back, but thank you.
Yeah.
And sounds good, by the way. And she points to she makes a guitar motion since you put the guitar away.
Yeah.
She makes a guitar motion. Sounds good.
Thank you. I dabble. But I got to get good enough for Ray's concert.
I'm sure you have time still to practice.
Nah, I got to give this. I'm going to do it a few more days. But I got to get back on track, finding those keys.
Yeah, have you worked on this at all?
I need to. I have ones that are similar.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get them closer to the specs. Yeah. You're talking about the duplicates, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm shit at tech, so don't ask me. But I'm gonna go see Checkers, make sure she's still see what her plans are, and I don't know, I can ask her to help. If you could use another hand.
Yeah, might not be a bad idea.
All right. Stay frosty, Deeps.
You too.
Bye, Wraith! And she leaves.
Bye.
And then she'll text Checkers asking if she's free to talk.
You get something back. I'm down with the car. In the parking spot.
I was trying to think if Moxie has actually ever been to the parking spot, and I think she's been there once right before Tiger Claws jumped us at the hovel. So she will head to the garage.
Okay.
What does she see when she gets there?
Checkers is just standing there, arms crossed, tapping fingers on one arm, staring at the car.
Glenna is in a shape that you have not seen it in since you bought it.
Pro tip, guys, don't drive in the combat zone.
Windows repaired. I mean, it's welded patches for the for the holes through the door, but
they look cool.
They look cool. Yeah. Little like flannel and argyle patches, like it's a ripped pair of jeans.
She approaches. It looks good, better than it has in a while.
Yeah, it needed a lot of work. Well, I mean, not tough work, but a lot of work.
Yeah. How are you?
To look over. That's a strange question.
Is it?
Well, I mean, in the 3 days I have actually been, no, not even that. In the, 18 hours I have actually been around you here and there. You've sort of never actually even looked at me. So yeah, it's a strange question.
Well, no, we had that whole bus ride back. To be fair, you haven't seen me at the best. I never been on a boat, didn't realize you could get that seasick. Was doing okay on the bus, and then
shit got weird. Yeah, I get it.
Shit got really weird.
Shit has been weird.
Mm-hmm.
Still not something I expected from you.
The weird shit or the how are you?
How are you?
Seemed like an easy icebreaker.
Okay. I'm really not good at the whole icebreaking thing or the social thing in general.
Yeah, it's not exactly my strong suit either.
So,
I suppose why I'm here is shit's been really weird. And I wanted to see what your plans were. You know, we're running a job. You said you were interested, but that was before shit got really weird.
No, I said I was in before shit got really weird, which is...
Well, I want to check if you're still in. I wouldn't hold it against you if you want.
If I say I'm in, I'm in. You don't change things like that. Trust me, I learned my lesson there.
Okay.
That said, past that, I have no idea.
That's very fair. In that case, if you'd like the deets on the mission, we can go to the hovel, grab a couple drinks. I'll explain.
She stares at the car a little longer. Yeah, all right. Fine. Let's go.
So they'll go to Frank's, sit in the regular booth. Moxie will put on the white noise generator.
Okay. 5 eddies.
5 eddies. She'll buy drinks.
Another 10.
Okay. Let's make it an even 20. She'll give 5. Who's manning the bar?
Right now it'd be Kuniko.
Okay. Yeah, so she'll grab the drinks for both of them, sit down, change your hair to have emerald green and black swirls. highlights.
Ooh.
Thank you for the redeem. And Phil checkers in on the deets of the bullet mission, which in summary is hijack a real fast freight car in Washington. When it makes a stop at a gas station, we need two identical keys, one for each side to unlock the train, otherwise it locks, and then we're fucked. We assume there's Militech inside. We need net runners to disable the security, the digital security, and the gyrocopter that's following 15 or so minutes behind it. Is that about summing up?
Arasaka, by the way, not Militech.
Arasaka. Yeah. Yeah, Arasaka. Partnering with Zarifa, if I recall correctly, without looking at my notes.
That's the bullet train is a combination effort built by both, but that doesn't mean that's who's sending the train.
No, but it's because it's coming into Night City, or the plan is to go into Night City, and since Arasaka is still not welcome,
right?
It's under Zarifa, right?
That's what you'd assume, yeah. It's just the bullet train is manufactured by these companies. That doesn't necessarily mean who's sending it.
Oh, that's who's owning it. Okay.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. That's it. Those are the high points, right? I haven't forgotten anything major.
That's what seems like a good enough synopsis right to me.
Cool. So 2 keys are held, and then the 2 keys are held by one of them is former Arasaka agent who now owns the fashion stallion at Tokyo Star Mall, who had the fancy car that we were looking for. And the other one is another Arasaka employee who's shut in a old Beaverton mansion that we have not scoped out in the slightest. Jeeps is working on making duplicates of the keys so that we can swap them out as close to the date as possible without them realizing. He may need a hand, and I do not handle tech stuff.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know how good you are with the electronics. You mostly do what, vehicles and weapons?
I do vehicles, weapons. I know electronics, but it's not my strong suit. That's all.
Okay. Speaking of, do you mind? And she slides a gun towards you. There's no clip inside of it, and she slides it so that the barrel is pointed at her.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind unjamming this?
Well, I mean, you could have told me 2 weeks ago when I asked.
I wasn't in the right mindset 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Yeah. I can fix it, probably. I'll go ahead and take the gun and put it in my backpack.
Okay. I mean, as a tech, you would know that it's just a jammed gun. You could probably clear it in like a few seconds.
No, I know.
Okay.
Even Moxie knows it can be cleared in a few seconds. She's giving you this real weird look, and she's like, all right, interesting flex, but we'll go with it.
This is intentional.
Okay.
So we need to meet up and talk about these keys, obviously.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. There's something I want from you.
Interesting. All right.
How about a fucking thank you?
Yes. Yeah, no, you're owed that. Sorry. Thank you for coming to get Wraith and I out. We were in a really bad spot, and you didn't have to. And I appreciate it.
Takes a really long drink. You're welcome. Maybe next time, I won't have to ask for it.
That's why I actually came to talk to you, and the whole "how are you doing" was supposed to break the ice, and then I got really confused, and I'm sorry for that.
Okay.
Like I said, I don't do social well, I don't do apologies well. Business I can handle. So I went to comfort, but what you did does mean a lot to me. You didn't have to.
No, I didn't, but you don't bail on people like that.
Some people do.
Can Moxie make a human perception?
Okay.
No, you know what? I don't know what she's looking for, so that's not going to mean anything. Never mind.
I will say that sentence is said with absolute fucking conviction.
I think she's curious on what she means by people like that. Like who she's referring to as those. She hasn't, like she said earlier, it's been like 16, 18 hours maybe that Checkers has known Moxie.
Mm-hmm.
But she knows that Checkers is a huge Wraith fan. So, and she knows that she agreed to do this job. So she's trying to piece together if it's like the job, the group, people that she respects. Like, what does she mean by people?
Okay.
Is what I'd like to see if Moxie can figure out.
So do we roll it?
Yeah, I'm not sure how you'd find out. You could do a deduction, I suppose, but I don't know if you know enough about her.
I suppose it would, the most I could get is when she says people like that, if she maintains eye contact versus like kind of side glancing to where maybe Pons' shop is.
Okay, roll a human perception, I suppose.
Sure.
That looked good. That looked like a good roll.
It's not horrid. We'll go with that. It's not horrid. 15.
Okay, that's not horrid. I don't know. What does she find out, you think, worth 15? 15 is not quite difficult. It's over every day.
Okay.
Difficulty.
Well, Checkers is not hiding. She's being very blunt about this. So it is direct and constant eye contact.
Okay.
Good.
It's weird thing for Moxie. She does not understand these fucking kids that just attach to everybody. She's gonna have more to talk about with their therapist.
Fair.
All right, well that's all I've got. When I set up the meeting, I'll let everyone know.
All right. I'll message Deeps.
Oh, just out of curiosity, because he's asked me twice, have you called Swag yet?
Didn't know I was supposed to.
Oh yeah, I sent you the text again. Really blunt. Apologies for that. Wasn't in a good headspace.
Yeah, I might have ignored your texts for a while.
That's fair, but he
Okay,
says
I'll
something
check.
about a video. I don't know.
No. Really don't know what he wants.
He said he had a video to shoot, and you were supposed to call him.
Yeah, he talked something about it, but it seemed like him just, buttering us up or something.
Oh no! Swag takes his artistry very seriously. She doesn't quite say artistry with a lot of conviction. She doesn't think it's art, but he does. You get this to say he does. This is no, he wouldn't joke about that. He's very excited.
Okay.
Good luck.
Yeah, thanks.
She'll, if that's it. Again, awkward ending. She's just gonna dip out. She'll down her drink and exit.
Slowly walk away.
I don't think there is anything other than awkward endings with Checkers.
Fair. Okay. Awesome.
Cool. That was the start of my week. I get to pause. I did a lot.
What are the two of you guys doing with your week? If you want to do anything in particular with your week, or...
I have so many things I want to do, and I have no idea if I have time for them all.
Start with one day. That's what I did.
Hades looks like he wants to say something. So
No, if Ada wants to go next, that's fine.
I need to look up a couple things, so by all means, you go.
What I wanted to say is, my sneaking suspicion is that Moxie is like really confused because she thought everybody was rescuing Wraith, and there was reasons to rescue Moxie too. Would you say that's accurate?
I would say that's accurate. I would say she got a sense of that, doesn't understand it. She understands it from Deeth's perspective in I'm his only lead to this, therefore he cannot lose me. That makes sense to her. Checkers' conviction, she doesn't understand whatsoever. And even Deeth's being like, your family, you're this person, and I would of course like lay down my life. She's like, that's much, and I don't understand how you okay. But she does understand that it was not just for Wraith, at the very least.
I just wanted to say that.
But it's accurate. She is confused.
Yeah, no, I really like the role playing that's going on, I guess. So,
Good. Good job, guys. Okay, so what happens?
I would like to pull out the schematics that I have for the keys.
Okay.
And go over them one more time and look at the 2 chips I have and see if I need any extra parts.
I would have messaged him after meeting with Moxie about it, so if he's working on that and he wants me to come join, I would.
It is up to him.
If you message me, then yes, I will message you back. Yeah, I'm working on it right now.
Okay, so
the two of you get together, can get... who would like... We'll do one synergy check and then one check. So who wants to be the one who synergizes the other one?
So is this considered a forgery check?
At this point, no. It's just electronics. You haven't made any... Well, I guess it could be a forgery, yeah.
Well, I'm better at electronics, so...
I would say that it's probably less difficulty with forgery since it's more specific to this particular choice. But you can make the decision to use whichever one you want.
Hey, Checkers. Good to see you.
yeah, you too.
Hey, that car downstairs is looking a lot better.
Yeah, no, thanks for your help on that. I think it's almost functional. You might do something to it.
Oh, nice. So have you been filled in on everything yet?
Yeah, actually, I just talked to Moxie. It was really weird.
She was I was expecting to go full out anger and yell, and I didn't.
Dude, she asked me how I was.
I think she's been going cyber psycho for a long time. That's what my guess would.
I'll take your word for it. All I know is she warned me off sleeping with Wraith.
Oh,
Which,
all right.
yeah,
Eh,
I don't know why she would assume that was going to happen.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I mostly just try to keep my head down
They don't make it
and work.
easy, do they?
No. Well, I don't think they understand tech and what it takes to do all that stuff and all that. Because, like, I mean, look at this, all these schematics and what it takes to do all this.
Yeah.
I don't know. But as you can see here, we're trying to fix these keys. Make
Okay.
them. And I've got some that are close. About the same chips, but I need to get them to look identical. Have you forged stuff, forgery stuff before?
No, I'm not a forger.
Okay.
Maybe someone else who did that.
Have you had a lot of experience with schematics though?
Eh.
Enough?
I mean, the schematics I've worked with are usually for things that are a lot bigger, but you know.
Gotcha. Well, it's just these little things inside. And look, this is the vehicle we're going after. And it's not a lot of schematics.
Ooh. She'll start shuffling through them.
It's probably on the laptop, actually.
Okay. Well, clicking through them then.
I don't think I could find a Kinko's or print shop to do that.
This is a heavy duty thing.
Yeah, I thought it might be worth a look for you. You have a lot more experience with these type of things. Maybe you could find a weak point or something with it. For me, it was more I was looking at the decking side of it. But
Yeah.
I don't have a.
Can you shoot me a copy of these so I can take some time to go over them?
Here, I'll just copy this on. Take this chip.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you. So your keys.
Yeah.
You have a schematic for the key?
Yeah, there's a little bit here on this one, and it just. I wish I could see a physical copy of the other one, but if I'm pulling it just out of schematics, I'm worried that it's not going to be quite right.
Yeah.
Or if it's worn down on one edge or something weird, you know?
Yeah.
But I can make an identical copy possibly to this. But I wanted your opinion on it.
Well, I mean, these two people, right, that have the keys.
Yeah.
One of them is a fashion business person, lady.
Yeah, she's friends with Wraith, I believe.
Okay. The other one, do we know anything about them?
Just, if I'm remembering right, lives in Beaverton.
Okay, because unless these people unless these people have like serious corporate security training, they're probably not going to notice if the key is different a little bit. But we won't know that until we see their keys. So
No, I mean,
just gotta hope.
It's a strong point. I guess I'm trying to be a perfectionist in this case.
Yeah.
I take pride in this work.
So I am not good at forgery, trust me. But my friend who did it for me for a while, told me it's more about passing at a casual glance. If it feels right, even if little things are wrong, then it's accepted a lot easier than absolute perfection, you know?
Plus, they may not even touch them. So, I mean, we
Right,
really don't
right.
know.
So,
I guess I'll just go for it.
yeah. Yeah, I'd say do it, and I'll help you out as I can.
All right. Do you think I need any extra parts?
Do I need to roll for that?
Yeah, this is the check here.
Okay.
So roll your electronics.
Okay, I'm not blind. Electronics and security tech are the same thing, right?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. Do I get any of my fixer or maker bonuses?
Yep, you do.
Field expertise?
Field expertise is the one, I believe.
20.
Holy shit. Okay, that's a
Nice.
+1 to your forgery.
Sweet.
I'll give it a +2 because it's so damn high.
And I would like to spend my luck on this.
How much?
All of it.
All of it?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Maybe I don't. No, 2 luck.
2 luck.
2 luck.
Do you want to
So
take 4
plus
times as
4.
long to get another +1?
Yeah,
No,
you could
I
take
don't.
4 times as long for a +1.
I don't know how long that would take because
Fair.
my theory and reasoning behind all this is I want to find out if I need parts. Because if I need parts, then I have to go scavenge for them. And I need the whole week to go scavenge for them if I need the parts.
Smart
Mhm.
call.
Yeah.
Smart call.
Ooh, an 8. Nice.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Well, my forgery is a 12, so that's 8 makes it 20
+2.
plus
22.
4 is 24.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, +4. Yeah, okay. All right, so a few things. They do have a little Arasaka emblem printed on them. So you'll need something to etch the actual chip with. You need to work on that. That could probably be found pretty easily, actually. Shouldn't be too difficult. Her tool hand probably has something that could do that. Or a tech tool. Other than that, the chips seem to be in order to make convincing replicas already.
Okay, sweet. All right.
Yep. I will give you that duplicating the chip could take some time if you were trying to duplicate them onto these optical chips. That could take some time, unless you had a device specifically for chip copying.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it'll still take some time, but yeah,
Right.
it'd be quicker with that object rather than.
So I've had 2 thoughts here, Checkers.
Mm.
Can I take my tech tool and do that logo on this roll?
On this
Or
roll,
is that
sure.
going to take too long? Yeah.
It's fine. I mean, I'm assuming this is over the course of a few hours.
Yeah.
So, so you guys are just sitting around in the apartment, laying, or sitting on the inflatable mattresses that have mostly deflated. Just
What?
with looking at a computer or your agent screen.
Well, I figure she's probably looking at all the schematics for helping me when I ask a question.
Sure.
She's probably looking through the schematics on the bullet train. And then I'm being like this, and then we're just kind of teching back and forth.
Yep. And then, yeah, that's what you come up with.
Hey, Checkers, do you think you could make a device that would just copy them to these?
So what? We would just copy the chips and then
Well,
put the original back?
wouldn't that be even easier if you think about it?
I mean,
Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure.
well, I mean, when we're talking about copying a program, yeah, I can build something that'll copy a program, but you're the
Well,
you're the net
I meant
person here. What if they have protection?
they
What
could
if they
have
have
copy
anti-copying
protection.
stuff?
Yeah, it's true. I think you're right. We'll just replace them. Easy enough. You have to
Okay.
get the same close to them as you would to copy them.
Yeah, and then you'd have to put it back without them noticing instead of just switching.
All right. That was the plan. So that's what we'll go with. How's that look?
Yeah, pretty close.
Nice.
Like, do you think the weight's about the same?
I mean, it's the same size chip, and they're not standard chips, but they're really close.
Okay.
So I think we'd be all right.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So now we just got to figure out how to find them.
Yeah.
Means I still have to figure out this thing. She pulls out the tracking bug hidden as lipstick.
Right. That was the plan. I remember that now. But didn't we need? Oh, now we got to change it up.
We have enough time now that I can potentially extend the range.
Okay. Do you need to use this workbench?
I might. OC question. What is the expense of the tracking device?
Expense.
What category is it?
Oh, I have it written down. You're talking like a homing tracer, right?
Yeah.
Never mind. I only have the 1 mile, 1 tracer thing,
That's what it is.
but I don't have the cost.
Oh, I think it's 100. But
Well, I mean, is it
check.
is it costly? Is it premium? Is it expensive?
I believe.
It's expensive.
Yeah. It's expensive? Oh gosh. Okay. That's
Page
more than I thought.
351, if that helps you.
Really annoying.
Okay.
Checkers.
Mm.
I don't think I ever got a chance to say thank you for coming with me and helping me with that, getting them out of there.
I mean, you helped too.
No, I know, but I wanted to say thank you. You were so new to the team, and you helped out.
What is with people today? Yeah. I mean, that's just it's a thing I do. Okay.
We're all a bunch of saps.
No, it's not about that. You don't let people down.
You don't let people down. I like that.
You don't fuck people over, okay? Not if you can help it. Or unless they really, really deserve it. But I try not to let anybody deserve it. Doesn't matter.
I know. That's all I wanted to say. I don't gotta go.
Okay.
We don't gotta go into it. It's all good.
Okay. Well, thanks. We're good. So, yeah, Moxie said she was gonna arrange a meeting for all of us to go over this shit,
Oh,
plan.
all right.
or at least that's what I suggest she should do. And she said she would. I think. Hard to tell with her.
All right. Oh, do you?
Oh, that reminds me.
Did we make a deal with Swag? I think, right?
I don't know if we made a deal with him. It's kind of hard to remember, but we said we'd consider something. She told me to call him.
Been a while. I just don't. I mean, there was so much going on at the time.
Can
Probably
roll
would
a
have said yes to anything.
You could roll a concentration check if you'd like to remember.
I actually remember explicitly. I'm sorry. I'm being
All good.
Deeps is choosing not to
Intentionally.
remember.
Yeah. Well, Deeps doesn't remember per se, but I remember.
Well, Deeps could roll his concentration to see if he remembers.
If he
I'm
wanted.
gonna do that then.
I think this has piqued Checker's interest enough that she would also try to concentrate and remember, and I legitimately don't remember. So
18.
Yeah, that you remember.
13.
You remember something? Yeah, I think you probably remember about as much as
As I said.
you said.
Yeah. We agreed to be actors in his next film. Yes, that's what it was.
I still don't understand why he wants us to act.
I
I mean, most of that night is like this haze of sleep deprivation and what the fuck is going on.
yes.
So, but okay. Fine.
All right. I tell you what, I'll if you want to do if you're planning on working on that thing right here, I'll give him a shout. I'll see what he wants.
There's not a whole lot more I can do for this thing.
All right.
But if you want to give him a shout, that's great. I'm going to study these schematics.
Okay.
So, blank.
Mm-hmm.
Can I roll to spend time on the schematics? To see if I can pinpoint any weaknesses or things like that.
Okay. It'll probably take let's say a day at least to go
Okay.
over it.
Can I spread it out over a couple of days?
Sure.
So like I spend a few hours each day on it and I can do something on the other days
Sure.
potentially.
What else would
Okay.
you like to do on those days?
Well, I mean, that's going to depend on when we have our meeting, when we meet with Swag.
Okay.
That kind of thing. I just want to
How
make
many
sure
days do you want to spread it out over?
3.
Okay. 4 hours every day.
Yeah.
And that's fine. What else do you guys want to do, though, for downtime?
I have a question.
Okay.
Because I know because games is absent, so if you like, the meeting is going to start getting things in motion. So I've been, as player me, it's cool to hold off until like at the end of the week and do it at the beginning of next, or we could, otherwise Moxie would do it either that night or the next day. I don't know what your thoughts are.
Wraith has already claimed he's out, so he won't be there either way.
Then she would send a text probably like Monday evening asking Rex, Kammi, in the group chat that includes Rex, Kammi, Deeps, Checkers, herself, and Wraith.
Okay.
To meet that night at the hovel. Bracket, not you, Wraith. I know you're out. Bracket. To talk about the mission.
Okay. And
or talk about the job.
Deeps, you call Swag?
Yes.
Okay. Swag picks up and he says, "Oh man, I was thinking I was gonna have to track you down. You're lucky you called me, but Jesus Christ, 3 weeks?"
Yeah. I realize I'm kind of a dick.
Yeah. That's the last time I do any work, pro bono or whatever it's called.
Sorry. I was recovering from injuries and other things, but we are ready whenever you are.
Okay. Great. I have some scenes to shoot this week. One of the scenes is actually on the location where I'm going to have you and that other girl.
Okay.
Checkers. So
Yeah.
why don't you come... why don't you come tomorrow at about noon to this location? I'll slide you the deeps. Don't you worry, deeps. You're the deeps. I'll swipe you the deets. It's a nice spot right off the Del Coronado. Looks super sweet.
Right into the bay?
It's nearby, yeah.
Oh, all right. All right, man. You do us a favor, we'll be there.
You better. I'm relying on you to be there. I need you for this scene.
All right.
Okay.
I know I was a dick before, but I'll be there.
Mm-hmm. Nova, see you then. Click.
Stay pro. He does not trust me at all.
All right. So, I guess you guys spend the rest of your day going over the schematics and whatnot. And unless you have something to do during the day, we will fast forward to the meeting that evening.
Can Moxie research the WorldSat executives and what they're in charge of during that
Sure.
daytime?
Which ones?
Yes. The ones in Night City.
Did you say WorldSat or did you mean NewSat?
No, I meant WorldSat.
Okay. Go ahead and do a library search.
Thank you for the raid.
She
Oh,
will do this
appreciate it.
on her agent. Oh, thanks for the raid.
Welcome in,
Appreciate you
Raiders.
guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Hope you had a great game.
Yeah, I hope it was good. And, you know, if you're tired or whatever, no obligation to stay. I'm sure you're tired after your long stream. But thanks for coming in.
18.
18. Alrighty. Give me a second here to look through some notes.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what did I do?
Glad to hear your stream was great.
Yeah.
Any memorable moments?
I really need to start taking better notes. I completely forgot we agreed to help it. Swag.
You totally did.
Totally did.
The
I
only
don't
reason
recall
I
Moxie saying
remember-
don't sleep with Wraith. I recall her saying Wraith isn't like amazing and he's not everything she envisioned, but I don't recall her specifically warding off that.
Yeah, she said don't get involved with him.
Oh, that's
I mean, that's fair.
It's entirely fair. It's just
Yeah.
like this is Checkers interpreting that.
I like it.
I thought it was hilarious, Moxie. You came and talked to me, and I was like, it's gonna be really hard, and then it wasn't so hard. And then you went to talk to Checkers, and it was like, figured it was gonna be easy, and then it wasn't easy. No.
Yeah, she got sidetracked.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, dang it. That was awesome. Yeah.
Checkers is good at sidetracking people.
Also, it sounds like an amazing moment, Elderfen. Like, fantastic. All right. Sorry, Blank.
All good. Just wasn't prepared to look into these guys. Just give me a second.
I will say, sorry, as you're doing that, that you had mentioned, like Moxie knows from like, you know, last year real time, Streamline did work exclusively for WorldSat, you had said.
Okay. Might have meant NewSat, but okay.
So, well, that's yeah, kind of my thing. That's why she's looking into it. So if you meant NewSat, then it would be NewSat.
I think I meant NewSat.
Okay, then NewSat.
Okay. Although WorldSat is a subsidiary.
NewSat is the subsidiary.
I'm sorry, that's the way.
Yeah, I just whoever Streamline works for, because she does have that information.
Sure. So you want to look up WorldSats, or I'm sorry, NewSats.
Executives in their departments, yeah.
Okay.
And I will update my notes that are somewhere.
So we're going out to our favorite bar tonight.
mean, it's pretty much where we go all the time.
I do live across the street, so
I do not. I live much further away. I was not aware of.
should I pick up Wraith and bring him? No.
Okay, so here we go. There's an org chart, and top of the org chart is the CEO, Mary White.
Do I have this chart? Am I looking at something? No, I'm just writing it down.
No, I don't have a handout.
Okay, cool.
If that's what you're asking. Yeah. Mary White is the CEO. The senior vice president or head of sales is Jason Deluge. And the editor-in-chief is Jade Johnson. Also the top news anchor.
I thought that name was familiar.
It is an incredibly small business. They don't have very many offices. It's like a subsidiary of WorldSat that was bought kind of like just to remove an annoying thorn in their side inside of Night City specifically. They do have locations in other places throughout America. Just major cities, but they're always like kind of a small, tiny thing. Maybe 1,000 employees countrywide. And so there's only like 20 to 30 in Night City specifically. So really, really, really tiny company.
And you said Jason Deluge was head of sales and VP?
The senior vice president. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
I fucked up. Sorry, I bet our feed looks all silly now.
The what?
The feed, does it not? Oh.
I don't, doesn't look silly to me.
Seems the same to me.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
That's what she spends the day doing.
Okay.
And then she'll head to the hovel, I assume, with Kammi.
All right. So eventually you guys you spend the day looking for that information and eventually head to the hovel. Where you guys meet with everybody at your favorite table. Just go ahead and spend 5 eddies if you'd like to turn on the white noise generator.
Mm-hmm.
And Monday night, the hovel is quite empty. And Frank himself is working the bar.
Give him a cheery wave.
He nods and lifts his cybernetic hand in greeting to you.
I'll go grab us around. You guys want to head over?
Sure.
Thanks.
Is Rex already over there?
No, he's not at the moment.
Hey, Frank, how's it going?
Good. And you?
Oh, doing all right. A little slow tonight, but I guess it is a Monday, huh?
There goes the weirdness on the feed.
Yeah. Now
there
it's
we
weird.
go. I knew it was going to happen eventually.
I have disappeared.
Yeah, I'll fix it.
This meeting is being recorded.
Oh, God. Thanks.
Oh, there it is.
Hey.
Uh-oh. Okay, so continue. He says, they can be quite slow on Monday. What do you need to drink?
Can I get 5 Casanovas, please?
Okay. He starts, serving up some drinks. It's like a vodka with kind of like a watermelon flavoring
Nice.
with a little bit of triple sec. And he brings out. How many did you order? 4?
5.
5. Okay. He brings out 5 of them. I'll bring it to your table.
Oh, thank you. We go sit down.
You guys head back to your table, and eventually Frank comes back with, the 5 shots on a platter, sets them down in front of each of you, putting the extra one in the middle of the table, and then says, "Have a good day," and he leaves.
Thanks, Frank.
How much?
Let's say 2 eddies a shot, so 10 total.
Okay. I'll tip him 5 too.
Okay, so 15. And maybe 10 minutes later, you see Rex stroll into the bar, the casual gait, in his, typical leopard print vest, leather pants. He makes his way over to the booth, pulls up a chair, as you guys are quite sandwiched into the booth already. Sits down at the end and says, "Hey, so what are we talking about today?"
How to get back on track for the job?
That's probably why. Where's Wraith anyway?
Oh, should I carry him here?
No.
He's probably sleeping.
I don't think he's up for a job.
Yeah, he said he was out.
He's out. He'd been paid.
He'll deal with that, I'm sure.
Rex just laughs. He does not look amused at all. It takes you no checks in human perception to understand how fucking annoyed he is to hear that.
To be fair, I kind of forgot we got like half paid. I'm like, oh yeah, that's a thing.
I was not aware we got paid.
You haven't.
Yeah.
I'll talk to him about it.
Good.
In the meantime,
What's
Deep
she
Sea we're
doing here?
working on. Checkers is going to be the other tech, since Colt wanted a second.
Right. Okay. She proved her worth back at the Jackal's Lantern, so
Yes, she did.
I welcome you.
Sure.
Hey, you opened that cage up. Nobody else did that. I don't know what it took, but Nobody else did it.
Took this.
Okay. I don't have that.
Mm-hmm.
For our podcast listeners, she just lifted and raised her tech tool hand.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And Ms. G? She just here for fun.
No, Deep said, totally forgot I haven't filled in Kammi. Moxie would have done that.
Yeah, Cammy's like, I don't know.
Totally. Yeah. Oh, no, you know what? That's how Moxie would have spent her day. She would have informed Kammi. Jess was not on top of shit. Moxie would have been. Moxie's smarter than I am.
It's always hard playing a character that's smarter than you.
It is. It really is. She would have filled, if you'll grace allow it, she would have filled Kammi in on the actual details of the mission.
It's fine with me.
What
would you have what would you have told her role in this would be?
That there was oh yeah, I'm gonna have to go look through my other book. I know we were told about electronics, like security. They wanted a runner because there was at least one demon that they knew of, that there was an access point under the tunnels, and Deeps definitely wanted a second because there was a lot of shit going on.
There's a network, there's an architecture, and somebody, an admin, monitoring the architecture at the same time.
That would have gone over Moxie's head.
So there needs to be, as me and Kammi did before at the Jackal's Lantern, there needs to be somebody taking care of business on one side and somebody taking care of business on the other, and it makes it go quick. And I know speed is the essence.
Okay. Kammi relays this to Rex, and Rex says, okay. You guys got paid.
Spots.
You guys
I filled them.
You guys got paid what, 3,000 up front?
Yeah.
Yes.
And you have another 2,000 on the back end, I think. Or is it 3?
I thought it was 4.
I'm just gonna.
I thought it was 4. That's what I was gonna say. I thought it was 4.
Thought we negotiated to 4.
Like total of 7. It was gonna be 8, but it was like, yeah. Or it was less, and then we negotiated more because we were giving it the cargo instead of a percentage.
I thought it was 6K in total.
It's either 3 or 4. That's all I can say.
I'll let you know in a minute.
But you got paid 3 up front.
We did get paid 3 up front.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. Rex nods.
I'm just staring at them.
Oh no, I lied.
You lied.
What?
Wraith did good. He negotiated 9,000, 3K up front, 6K at completion.
Oh shit.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Because it was going to be 8,000 a person, and he said if we didn't I remember I didn't write it, but I remember him saying if we don't get any of the cargo, we either get a percentage of the cargo, but instead they said we'll pay you 9, 3 up front, 6 after.
Okay.
That's why you take notes, players.
I would have looked it up, but I'm sure I have it somewhere. Anyway.
Now you can see why we wanted this job. 9K total is pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Comes with a lot of risk. And it's
Yeah, I've been
very
studying.
serious.
You haven't really dived deep enough to really understand the whole scope of that risk at this point.
No, but I have been studying.
For 4 hours, yeah.
But yeah, Kammi, I was hoping that I just bought myself a new deck with anti programming deck. I got this new loadout. It's freaking sweet. You should check it out.
Oh yeah, show it to me.
I brought it with.
Here, let me see.
Here.
She takes it, plugs it into her VR goggles, and starts doodling around with something. Rex says, "So, what's the score then?"
Oh, I also finished these for us, Rex. And I placed 2 chips down on the table.
You got the chips already.
No, these are
No.
the fakes.
Oh, right. Okay.
But they're ready.
Okay, that's progress.
So the next step is surveilling the home of. Why did I close my notebook? That was a dumb thing to do. Was that the
I'll
right
go ahead
spot?
and pull out my lipstick bug and like, we got a tracker to plan on fashion face lady.
If we need it. Katashi Yamashita, we need to survey his house. Maybe there's a node our runners can get into, see if there's cameras, anything to see where that key might actually fucking be.
Right.
As for our fashion gal, she wants checkers. She actually has a weekly manicure appointment at Nails Up in Upper Marina on Tuesdays. If she carries the key on her, we make an appointment, we might be able to swap it out just before things go down.
You know, back in the day, which, you know, I'm not very old, but a few years ago, I used to be pretty good at lifting things off people.
The problem is if she's got it on her. We don't know if she's got it on her, do we?
We
Right.
don't.
So
But let's hope it's that, because if not, her house is in the executive zone,
yeah,
and that's going to be a lot more difficult to do.
I mean, yeah.
Well, I think, I mean, when are we due for this? Is it like 2 weeks?
2.5 weeks.
2.5?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we could definitely send somebody in to surveillance the appointment, see what it's like. And that's tomorrow.
Yep.
Gonna look down at my clothes. Yeah, I don't think that should be me.
I got it.
Cool.
Good.
And then, Rex, do you have any contacts to give us into Beaverton?
I mean, which one?
Oh, we got to figure that out, I guess, too, huh?
No, the address you gave us, Rex.
Oh, yeah, the one in New Haywood, or I'm sorry, New Westbrook. Yep.
Sure.
Yeah. You got a place out in New Westbrook. Can just ain't no special clearance you need for that. I think you're thinking exec zone.
Oh, I thought
He
it was
doesn't live
in
in the
Tech Zone.
walls.
Sorry.
No. He lives in some Beaverville and New Westbrook. I ain't scoped out much more than that.
Okay. Well, maybe we could do a drive-by tomorrow.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, we got that.
Cool.
Oh, maybe not tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
You and I have a thing we have to do tomorrow.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Uh-huh.
Get in trouble.
Mysterious.
Very.
Just the helping
Thing tomorrow.
swag.
Look, we agreed
Oh,
to be
you
innocent.
called him. Good. All right. Well, I'll do my thing tomorrow unless someone wants to come with me. She'll look at Kammi and Rex. And,
Sure. Yeah, I'll come with you.
And then you guys, sometime this week, will.
Yeah. I mean, any other day, just not tomorrow, because
Yeah, that's the only plans I have this week. So
swag might kill us.
No, he won't.
He might take revenge in creative ways.
Well, that I would put past him.
Yeah.
All right. I'll let you guys know what I find out. You let me know what you find out, and we'll go from there.
Yep.
you want me to hold on to these, or do you want to hold on? Somebody else want to?
Hold on to them for now.
Okay. What do you think of
Actually,
that loadout?
Can I
Go
see
ahead.
one? Thanks.
Yeah.
She'll grab it. She wants to weigh it in her hand. And just look it over. Given your role, I'm sure the logo looks fantastic, at least to her untrained eye. No, it looks good. Well done.
Thank you.
But she does take just if this comes up, she does take the time to weigh it and measure it against, I don't know, her finger to see how big it actually is.
Probably
So if
about,
she happens to get her hand on the real one,
Sure.
even just to touch,
probably-
she has a comparison.
about the size of an acrylic nail, like glue-on nail.
See how you tied that in. Well done. Cool. All right. Well, that's all I got.
How do you like the new loadout, Kammi?
Oh yeah, this thing is sweet, man. Really gonna bomb some people with some black ice on here. Lay some traps.
Yeah, I've never gone that route before. Figured I'd give it a shot. I got my old one still, but
Yeah. Are you gonna put a sword on this guy?
nah, you can't.
Oh, you can't.
It doesn't accept. It's just black ice.
Oh.
But the you saw the big shark.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he knocks out any black ice, he gets all his res back.
Oh wow. Oh, it's the dragon.
Yeah, it's some new stuff. I thought that was pretty cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
I didn't recognize it.
I got extended range.
Ooh. Very cool.
Yeah. Should be a lot of fun to try out.
I
Probably more powerful.
need to buy a new deck too.
You two might need something. She points from Checkers to Kammi and back. Rex, you'll make sure they get their IDs.
Yeah, I'll call up Cole. I don't know how Wraith not being here is going to affect the money situation.
Yeah, maybe we should talk to Ray first.
Unless they're willing. And again, she points to Checkers and Kammi. To waive that fee. The cult's already paid. Talking to Wraith. I mean, they still need to get paid.
Yeah, no, I know. I think they might. Yeah. I don't know. I'll see what I can do. But, you know, Wraith dropping out. Yeah. We'll see.
Tell
Without doing any
them.
of the work.
Tell them half my share that's owed at the end of the job. We'll cover it.
Okay. Sure.
Make sure they get paid. And you too, make sure you have armor, good armor, head armor.
Yeah.
Get whatever you need.
Yeah, I got that.
There is. I can check on night markets if you guys are looking for gear of some sort. See what's coming up.
I think I just need ammo at this point, but I'll let you know.
Ammo's easy. I can get you that.
All right. Checkers is going to pull the gun out of her backpack that she hasn't touched all day that Moxie gave her and try to fix it real quick.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a weapons tech. Watch she botches.
That'd be hilarious.
Would be.
I mean, I got a 2.
But what's your weapons tech?
Does my maker come into this?
Yeah.
Okay. Which one?
Just the same one. It's
Field?
only that one. Field expertise, yeah.
Okay. So 15.
Yeah, you clear it still pretty easy. Jeez, you can't even fail on a 2. Okay. I mean, it's only clearing a bullet, thank goodness.
Yeah.
But you clear the chamber pretty easily and set it right,
I'll hand it back to Moxie.
along with the bullet.
Thanks.
Odison.
All right. To Gojira.
She'll raise her shot glass. To go, Zero.
Everybody raises their shot glass, and you guys all knock back the Casanova.
I'll let you know if I need anything tomorrow, Rex.
Okay. Or okay. Oops. I got voice is confused.
Okay.
That's pawns. Yeah, sounds good. Well, if we're all done with this meeting, I am going to kindly fuck off. So
Oh,
stay frosty.
hey, you too, man.
You too.
Later.
Returns the chair back to the table where he took it from, and then heads out into the office. Oh, actually, Rex, wait up. And Kammi, unplugs the deck and hands it back to you. She says, I actually need to talk to you about, some things I need to buy. So, I'll see you all later, unless you need me.
I'll see you home.
See you at home.
Bye.
Have a good one, Kammi.
And unless you need anything from me, I'm going to go practice my small talk because I have to go to a nail salon tomorrow. She did not look thrilled whatsoever about this prospect.
Nice.
I hope your
That's not a
persuasion
huge
fast talk
sigh.
is high.
Ask them what brand their purse is, what brand their shoes are, what sorority they might be in. You'll be fine.
Okay. Sorry, Deeps.
No, that's fine.
Okay. Got it. She'll
Oh,
leave.
and gush about it when they act like it's a big deal.
Okay.
I would probably research high-end fashion if you're gonna try to talk to her.
I've been looking at her garden for like a fucking week, so I think I'm okay there.
Okay.
But yeah, good call. Mark's
Maybe
gonna
look
go
at
home. Yep.
some other ones like out of Europe or out of different areas, and then you can really get her talking if you can bring up stuff she hasn't heard of.
I don't want to be that memorable,
Okay.
but good note. Mox is gonna go home and research fashion and small talk.
Sounds amazing. And with that, we will call our 5-minute break here. We'll reconvene after that for the second half of our episode. So please stick around, but we will be right back.
See you soon.
See you soon, everybody. Bye. I need to set up the timer. Hold on.
Holding on.
Okay.
Yes,
We'll see you in a
holding on.
minute. And we are back. Thanks for sticking around, everybody. Appreciate you. Just to do a quick recap, we have our team has got together to discuss the details about their job surrounding the bullet shipping truck. They are going to hijack one and steal its contents with a group of nomads. They are discussing how to get the keys to said truck, and they know there are 2 keys, and each one is necessary to open the truck and drive the truck. And so they are going to, and they know that 2 Arasaka executives, well, ex-executives, are holding those keys. One is going to be in the upper marina at a nail salon, and the other, his last known whereabouts was at his kind of mansion, I suppose, in New Westbrook. We also have the next day, and this is where we'll get started. Deeps and Checkers. About midday rolls around. You do whatever you do in your morning. And you are summoned to the site. It's kind of off the Del Coronado Bay. Kind of near where you initially landed in Night City, Deeps. With Horatio.
Okay.
Kind of near that kind of neighborhood. Around there. I assume you're driving the Galena there?
Yeah.
Okay. So the shoot is in kind of a dilapidated neighborhood just on South Watson off the Del Coronado, near where you arrived initially. There's lots of vagrants and homeless kind of roaming the surrounding streets. But there is a small abandoned corner store that has been cordoned off with light tape by a group of people. There's a bunch of people kind of standing around all sorts of different equipment. Looks like some sound equipment and a table with a bunch of like snacks on it, various like sashimi pieces. They're kind of eating. There's a light or a technician working on a light fixture inside of that abandoned corner store, and there's people inside of it hauling. They're bringing like pieces of junk out of it, throwing it on the side of the street and replacing it to make it look like a store almost. When you are there, there's Swag in his normal, like, oddly patterned black and white t-shirt with like different abstract shapes and swirls in various directions. He has his hat with his own name on it, turned around backwards. And, you know, he's wearing like all sorts of chains and rings on his fingers, and and like a pair of like really baggy basketball shorts and high top shoes, like fancy Air Jordans or something. Oh, you know, what'd be interesting is if they were the Air Jordans that that Ray sold.
Sold.
Ooh.
We'll just assume they are.
We'll leave that up in the air. Neither of you would know.
Yeah.
So, he is talking with some of the people, but some of the like crewmen around. In particular, there's a muscular male model with a bulky Arnold Schwarzenegger type frame in like a green tank top. He has a military buzz cut, and he also has a cyber arm coated in green military camo. He has like some tan BDU pants and boots pulled up. It kind of looks like an 80s action hero. And Swag is talking to that man who's sitting in the chair, who doesn't look to be like he kind of looks annoyed, but that might be his normal face. Anyway, Swag, when he notices the two of you approach out of the corner of his weird Popeye type thing, he looks over and he says, "Hey, you actually fucking made it! Jesus, look at this! Come on!
Okay.
Meet Love Dungren. This is the star of the show."
Nice to meet
Hey,
you.
nice to meet you.
He says, "Hey." He does not look. He's just got his arms folded. He's sitting in his chair. Kind of got a angry face about him. Swag says, Okay. So here, come, I'm gonna talk to you over here. So first of all, he like pulls both of you. And he's got you both around the shoulders and is walking you away from Lulf, and says, "Okay, so first of all, you need to understand that the way I shoot my films is I don't like to, spend a lot of time with fucking writing, dialogue, or action, or the plot. I just kind of let it unfold, man. I got an idea for how it's supposed to look and what the story is. And then I just let the actors do their thing, you know what I'm saying? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a scene. I'll tell you where I think I want the scene to go. But that don't mean that's where the scene needs to go, man. You, as actors, get to make the scene. Now, I will tell you some things that I want to happen. And it is your job as my actors to do that the best you can. Now, I need it to be natural. You know what I'm saying? So the better you either know shit or you act it and pretend you know shit. But either way, it's fine. And you'll progress the scene in some natural way.
Okay.
All right.
Lean over to Deeps. I think I know less now than I did before.
I mean, you'd have to lean like across Swag to say that.
Oh.
So he says, because he's got you both by the shoulders. He's in the middle.
Right.
He says, "Well, okay, that's fair. I get it. I will tell you. The name of my film is called. Are you ready for this? The Tortoise and the Hair Trigger. Now, what it's about is about a star over there. He like gestures back to Lulf. Is an ex-military, served in the Fourth Corporate War as like a Militech, mercenary, killing all sorts of people in the war and shit. But the one staple in his whole fucking life is an 80-year-old turtle passed down by his great-grandfather. Now, what's happened is a black market exotic pet, a black market exotic pet ring has stolen his tortoise. Because it's, pretty rare, right?
Are
They stole-
turtles and tortoises two different things?
You know what I'm saying. The tortoise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway. They stole it. And now he is gonna... Imagine, this is the John Wick of pet theft.
What's a John Wick?
It's an old movie. You need to see it.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyways, so he's gonna get his tortoise back, or at least maybe. Anyway, so for this scene, you twos are running this pet store, right? It's a pet supply store. You just sell pet supplies, for normal kitties and doggies and shit. I mean, you don't got a lot of business because nobody has a fucking dog no more, but
Okay.
But underneath, and you do, both of you do know this. Underneath the pet supply store is where they keep the exotic pets. Now,
So
Huh?
it's a front?
It's a front, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
All right.
Now,
all right.
you know that this guy, this Militech or ex-Militech soldier, you know that he beat the shit out of one of you guys for information. But you don't know who he is. But he's gonna come in trying to get to the underground store or whatever. And then you're gonna recognize him. And when you recognize him, you need to call for backup. And then you need to not let him know that backup's coming. And keep him in the store till the backup arrives. Then, when the backup arrives, assuming that he's able, or you guys are actually able to keep him in the store long enough, you're gonna fight him. Yeah,
We're gonna fight him?
all of you. Yeah, we're gonna
Okay.
have like 5 dudes on him. It'll be cool.
How are we going to fight him?
With your hands and feet.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's trained. He can defend himself.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Is this brawling type stuff, or like
Yeah.
you're supposed to?
Yeah, no, I need it to look real, so like you're gonna hit him, and he's gonna hit you. So, or maybe.
Improvised weapons okay or no?
Don't do nothing lethal.
What if I pick up like a chair?
Oh yeah, you can take a chair.
Okay. Cool.
So that's the scene. Oh yeah, that's for her. You're the clerk. Like I said, remember the board clerk that I made you be before? This is why you auditioned. It was for this part. You're gonna be that board clerk. So you need to channel that
Mm-hmm.
here. Now you're gonna be the bouncer type in the back, protecting the entrance to this
All right.
thing. Yeah. But we do have some other scenes to shoot beforehand, before yours comes up. So feel free to snack and shit and, mingle or whatever. I gotta go though, but now you
Yeah.
are up to speed. And if this scene goes well, we'll have more scenes in the future. Or it kind of depends on, like if this scene, if your character's still alive after this scene or whatever, and we'll see what happens.
One last question
Yeah.
before you take off.
Mm-hmm.
Are we supposed to stop him, or is it just supposed to he barely wins type thing, or is it just how it plays out?
I don't want to know, man. We'll see.
All right.
I'll shoot the next scene depending on what happens in this scene.
Okay.
Probably.
All right.
Yeah.
But I do have some other things to shoot first. So, if y'all good, I'm going to go do that. Stay frosty. Yeah.
Yep. I think so.
Nova. He leaves.
Does this work?
What the fuck did we get into?
Just do your best to die. And we won't have to come back.
Yeah. Oh. Wow. Okay.
But hey, free food.
Yeah, no, I get that. So I'm probably just gonna let him hit me and then go down and stay down.
I don't think he'll accept that.
That's okay.
Okay.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I just,
We're here. We agreed. I'm going for the food.
yeah, you know what? Free food. Fuck it.
Okay. You can see Swag has gone back to talk to Lulf. And the two seem to be arguing about something. When you get to the table, there's kind of people in murmured whispers talking to each other. There is a person on a cell phone just talking as loud as they possibly can. They're like in some sort of argument with the person on the other line. There does seem to be like one of the technicians at the table. He has like some sort of like fixture in front of him, like an electronic device. You're not really sure what it is at first, and he's kind of like working on it on the corner of the table. What are you guys?
I'm just gonna grab like a handful of stuff and then munch and watch the guy work.
Okay.
Trying to figure out what it is.
Even though the sidewalks are cordoned off too, there's like traffic coming by occasionally.
What you got going on there, dude?
The guy says, "Oh, I'm working on this goddamn light fixture. We can't get enough lighting in the fucking store. The whole thing hasn't been operated in like 20 years or something."
You want a hand?
Maybe. Can you think you can fix this thing?
Yeah.
All right. He slides it over to you guys. Please.
I will support.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll the...
Is this electronics?
Yep.
Okay. Then I am really good at it. Yeah.
Actually, no, this is basic tech.
Oh, I'm really good at it. So, yay.
And I get field expertise on this one.
Mm-hmm.
18.
Cool. That's a +1.
$24.
24 with the +1?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's pretty good. So, you not only do you find out that the light fixture isn't broken at all, which is a big source of why you can't find the problem. He's looking in the wrong place. You take the light fixture back to the store and mount it up there, turning the lights because you think there's nothing wrong with it. You try the lights switch again, and it doesn't come on. So you know something's wrong, and you've ruled out that the actual, light itself is not broken. So it must be the fixture. And following that line back, you find out that it's actually not the fixture, but probably somewhere down the line. There's probably like a broken transformer somewhere that needs to be repaired. You can follow that line, and if you choose to continue following it, I mean, problems like becoming bigger than you thought initially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Swag still working on something?
Yeah, Swag's like, talking to the Lulf. Still.
Okay. As long as he's still busy, I'm going to keep following the problem because I'm bored.
Okay. At some point, he does come by looking angry. He's talking to somebody, some aide on the street. The fucking guy, you over here. A fucking guy won't work without his goddamn Americano. Do we have anybody on set who can fucking just go down a block and pick it up? Jesus Christ. And the aide is like, I mean, I can, sir, but we have a lot to set up for this next scene. I mean, we have to completely get this entire building over here, so that way we can get a clean shot of the interior. Oh, motherfucking goddamn it.
Do I hear this?
Yeah.
Look, we're fixing the lights, I think.
We're working on it.
Swag looks over to you. Huh? They both look confused. What?
Your lights aren't working.
I know. We got a lot of problems on this goddamn set. We've got this, and we got the traffic going on.
We're fixing the lights right now.
Well, thank you.
So you could go get the Americano. I will help with the inside.
Okay, that's fair. He looks to the aide, and the aide's like, all right, that is fair. Yeah, I'll get somebody on it then. Maybe the light technician that you were working on it before. He says, thank you. Now go. Now he looks to you two, and he says, now what you could really help me with is get this traffic to stop.
Traffic?
Yeah. Look, I'm not asking you to do anything illegal or nothing, but I do know there's a data term just up the street that you could turn off the traffic lights. But I'm not asking nothing illegal. So,
I just gotta finish this thing. So I'm gonna do that.
I'm gonna go. Look, man. Will this make us square?
I mean, this and the scene, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, I'll go check it out.
Okay. Nova. Extra points if you can get that chick to shut the fuck up. It's talking about the one that's yammering on her phone. Anyway, I'll let you go. I got some things to do.
All right.
All right. Who wants to go first?
I'll go check out the terminal if you want.
Okay. So you head up the street a little ways. You do notice. Actually, do a perception test.
Okay. 20.
20? 20's pretty good. You notice on your way up the street, there's a group of men wearing Japanese men wearing, well, mixed Asian descent, I should say, not just Japanese, but wearing kind of like ostentatious suits of like really loud colors, like a teal green with blue pin strips, a yellow, just a plain white, but it's, you know, loud, especially considering this is kind of an area with more homeless population. They're kind of sat around some really like old like Yamaha racing bikes of also loud colors that have been modified with like short handlebars or bigger exhausts or different modifications. They're kind of standing around chatting with each other, maybe like a block and a half up the street from where you see the data terminal sat in the corner.
Oh, okay.
The reason I'm mentioning it is just because they're so loud that it stands out to you.
Okay. Are they off the street or are they on the street?
They're kind of like on this. Excuse me. They're on the side of the street. They're like parked.
Okay. How is the traffic flowing in?
You know, there's, you know, crossroads, so they're just coming in normally.
Oh, okay.
With there's like a 4-way stoplight.
All right, I'll go up to the data term.
Okay.
And I'll load it up, see what it says.
All right, you jack into the data term. Let's take us.
Was there any identifying marks of the Asian descent people?
You know, your local knowledge, I would say roll in local knowledge, but there's no chance that your local knowledge would be of this area.
Yeah, there's no chance.
So do a streetwise for me. Obviously not going to get you the same results.
Oh, obviously I really suck at it too, so probably did not. Nope. 10 total.
10 total. Maybe they're some gang or something. Definitely seem gang affiliated.
I mean, I would know, I figure, what Tiger Claw looks like. Do they look like Tiger Claws?
You would know? How would you know?
Because they're around the bar all the time.
Somewhat. Yeah. I mean, they look like people you've seen around the bar.
That's all. It's just a vague thing. That's so. Okay.
Okay. Here we go. All right. Can you remind me what you're loading up.
I would have just 2 black ice. One is giant and the other is dragon.
Okay. Giant and dragon.
And here I closed roll 20 because I didn't think we were going to need it.
Little did you know.
I do, yes.
There we go. Okay. So you jacked into the net architecture with your first round. You know, zoom into the net, kind of like going into like a wireframe sort of elevator descending downwards into the first node, which just happens to be a password. You're greeted by a large red gate glowing brightly. Has a ziggurat logo etched into it in the center.
I guess I will Pathfind.
Okay, go ahead and roll Pathfind.
Say 12. 12.
12. Okay. Sorry, just want to double check Pathfinder. Okay. All right. So, the next level in using your Pathfinder to zoom forward or deeper into the net, you can see the next node is guarded by a small swirling, like green wisp of energy. Then you can see that the path branches off into 2 different directions, left or right.
Okay. Right.
Right. Okay. Down into the next node, you see yet another one of those green swirling wisps of energy, followed by a big set of giant feet.
Ooh. Okay. Wow. Okay.
Okay.
That is not the direction I want to go.
Probably not. No. And this is actually supposed to be here. Apologies.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense now.
Yeah.
In my head. Okay. So that's 2 net actions.
Yep.
and I get a third. So I will load up my dragon.
Okay. You
So that
load.
means I need to move it up.
Yep. Just push it up. Yep. You're laying it here, or what are you doing?
Oh, is that how it works? I
Yeah.
didn't know how they work exactly. I should have looked more into that.
So
Do
you
they
can
stay?
you can use it in two different ways. You can lay it down as a trap for a netrunner to, like an enemy netrunner to stumble across, or you can use it to in like as like a sword to send upon somebody.
Ah, okay. That's neat. All right.
And I don't think it needs to be active to do that. But maybe it does.
Oh.
So
I
give me
just assumed it had to be active because otherwise that would be kind of powerful.
Give me a second here. Demon.
Didn't you spend a lot of money on these?
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot. The programs cost more than the deck. And it's a specialty deck. And I had to uninstall.
Yep. To lion, you activate it to basically like an attack dog.
Okay.
So you don't need to activate it right now unless you're planning to leave it here and wait.
Then that makes okay. Sweet. Then
So
I
you
will
have
do it
one
the
net-
other way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have one net action.
I will open the gate if possible.
Okay. So go ahead and roll an interface test.
8.
8 total.
Yes.
That does not pass the test.
Okay.
Yeah. Your shark comes spiraling towards the pass gate, and you just like a giant beam of red light projects around the gate, and you bounce off of that. You don't even touch the gate, and are reflected backwards.
Okay.
Okay. Out of nowhere in that dark blackness, you are attacked with a cackling beam of red energy. What did you get?
Oh, I dropped it on the floor.
Party foul.
Yeah. And that's with my interface, right?
Mm-hmm.
10.
10? Okay.
Yeah.
So your shield deflects the beam of red light off of it, running some counter attack algorithm. And that is your turn again.
It's scary not having a shield.
Yeah, I bet. Or armor?
Yeah.
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 What are you doing? Yeah, 3 net
I will-
actions.
Yeah, I'm going to pass through the gate again.
Okay.
Got to get in there.
All right.
Oh, that's much better. 14.
14 does crack a hole right through, bursting the shield of energy before the actual gate, and it de-reses into sparkling array of colors, and then actually through the pass gate itself, chomping through the steel in your jaws, and then through. Although I guess you don't have to go quite through yet, but you know. What would you like to do?
I will send my Megalodon after the wisp.
First, you'll need to go into that
Encounter.
floor and encounter it. Yep.
Yeah, I will counter that.
All right, so speed test to encounter.
Ooh. Ouch. 0.
0 total? Ooh. Well, I got a 19, so...
Well, I rolled a 1.
I got a 10.
Followed by an 8. So actually, I think
Ooh.
that's -1. So
Yeah. You're definitely hit for 4 points of brain damage.
okay.
All right. So, the wisp fires a beam of green, sickly energy out of its one eye that is kind of like on you as you're coming through that pass gate, and nails you right in the center of your forehead. You tried to dodge away, but you can feel it in the center of your actual physical forehead, just like this needle-like pain right in the center, buzzing you and seizing up your kind of muscles for half a second, and you can just feel yourself, like your brain begin to think more slowly. You do reduce the number of net actions on your next turn by 1.
Okay.
After getting hit. And did you take the 4 points of brain damage?
I did mark that on my sheet. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Now I will send my dragon after him.
Now you send your dragon after him? Okay.
Yes. That is a 12.
So you got a 6? Jesus. Yeah. Your megalodon shark comes and just like swallows the entire wisp whole. Just like it comes out of your cyber deck and this kind of like swirling blue energy, or like a mesh wire frame, and then takes its full form on its way out, and its jaws just clamp around the wisp, swallowing it entirely whole. To go ahead and do your 66 points of damage.
So much.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage. It's like an explosion.
I love it.
The
there
wisp
it
is probably not going to survive this, but you never know.
Well, on average, gonna.
By the way, Hades, now you would push the dragon up.
Oh, okay. Good call.
Yep. Because it is active and it has a res value. But roll the damage first, and you can take care of that while I'll do the next thing. Or now. It's fine.
Wow. Even with 3 1s, I did 16 points of damage.
16? Oh, wow. Yeah, it swallows it whole, and you don't see what happens to it. But
Oh, fair enough.
Yep. Is that that was 2 turns, I believe?
Yes.
2. net actions?
No, 3. Because I popped the gate. Oh, you're right. I encountered.
Yeah.
You're correct.
2. You still have one more. What would you like to do next?
Uh,
This entire floor has been just completely destroyed, basically.
oh yeah.
Let's move over Sharky here.
I'm gonna try to eat the other wisp, I guess, so it doesn't attack me.
You haven't encountered it. Why would it attack you?
Because it's on the same floor. I thought maybe next turn. You're right. Okay.
Nope, it's not on the same floor. It's on a different branch.
Then I will pathfind the next 2.
Okay.
$13.
13 definitely gets you some information here. On the next floor are a twin pair of ravens. Just kind of circling around the node, hunting for any intruders. On the last floor is the control node of the. You can just see the stoplight.
Right.
Object.
Ah.
Oh, as well as the demon protecting it is just a red sphere that you've come to know, or with devil horns that you've come to know as the imp.
Gotcha.
Is that the end of your turn?
Correct.
Okay, so now you're going to get hit by the imp, or attacked by the imp, I should say. Another zap comes flying at you.
10.
This time it hits you, makes connection, shocking you and doing 6 points of damage, brain damage.
Ouch.
Oof, that was a good one. You can feel your brain start to seize up as like a little trickle of blood comes running down your nose.
Snap. All right.
All right.
Now it's my turn.
Yep. It is now your turn.
Okay. I guess I will have to encounter the ravens.
Okay. So go ahead and make 2 different speed tests.
Okay. Nine, 15, and 14. 15 and 14.
Nice. So, you come spiraling in through the waters of the net, and the 2 ravens immediately spot you when you come into their floor, and they swoop down in an organized pattern, one followed by the other one, with their lances tucked underneath their wing, charging at you like bold knights, and you're able to swirl over one and down the next as you expertly delve into this net architecture, and they both miss you. It is now your turn, and you have 2 net actions this turn.
Blank, I apologize. I have a -1.
To both of those?
Yes.
14, 13, you're still fine.
Yes. Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, you're on light?
Yeah.
I've done more damage.
Well,
than
I did
thought.
10 points. I got 10 points of damage done to me.
I know. Sucks
So,
not having
like,
armor.
No, I know. Like, I didn't think about that, but now I see why. It's super powerful, but it's also brutal.
Yeah. It's true. Go ahead.
And that's got to be, I'll attack one of the ravens, or
Okay.
I'll release my dragon there.
Okay. Go ahead and roll its attack.
So, okay. $13.
Miss.
Okay.
So your Megalodon comes swirling out of your deck again, trying to grasp at one of the ravens, and it just makes it by. You pluck out one of the tiny feathers in its tail, but it is flying skyward and out of the reach of your Megalodon.
Okay. And can I do that twice? Or is that considered activated each turn?
I'm sorry. I forgot. Once that previous target was destroyed, you actually have to deactivate it and then reactivate it on a new target. So
okay.
you are technically done with your turn. That's it. Because you had to deactivate it, that's one net action. Then reactivate it, that's another net action. That's 2 net actions.
Oh, man, I wouldn't have wanted to encounter both ravens then, huh? But I wouldn't have had a choice, would I have?
I mean, you could have waited, I suppose, a turn, but...
Yeah.
Yeah. You are potentially in for some trouble here.
Yeah.
Might be a good time to spend luck. Just want to point that out. And let's do it. Top of the initiative is the Ravens. So here we go.
$9.
It misses you. Next one.
I'm going to spend 1 luck
Okay.
to negate that negative.
Okay. $12. It also misses you. So both ravens whoosh, whoosh, come in. It's so close though, and you can feel their little lances drag against the you feel it like on the back of your spine as it comes past. The imp's beam comes flying at you as well now. Go ahead and roll.
Nice. 13.
13 is a miss. So that beam, right after you duck expertly through the swooping attacks of the ravens, the beam comes at you and you're ready for it. You just dive underneath it and come back up. Go ahead and roll your. I mean, it's your new turn. So
Okay.
the dragon it has a target, so it doesn't require another action to do. So
okay.
That's positive.
Oh, I see how it works now. Okay.
Yeah.
So it'll keep going after that same target until it's destroyed or the target is destroyed.
Right.
That makes sense. So I guess we'll do the attack since it's right there.
Yep.
Nice. 13.
13. Oh yeah, I need to roll. Hold on. As a hit, your Megalodon comes swirling out from the blue mist and chomps down, grasping one of the ravens and doing a lot of damage. Maybe potentially.
Ooh, yeah. That's. I got 2 6s, so I critted.
Okay.
20.
20.
Yeah.
Is that with the 5 bonus damage though?
Oh, I didn't add that in. That's 25.
You don't. Because there's no
okay.
crits in the net. But
I didn't think so. Because I would die.
Your dragon just you just see feathers poof out of its mouth, and you have not only those feathers, go out and then derez and are destroyed.
Nice.
Yep. And now it is.
So, I have a question though.
Mm-hmm.
If the dragon is rezzed, I mean, in combat with another thing, would it attack the dragon versus me?
I don't think it depends. I guess it would depend on the.
The reason I ask is because with Hangry Dragon, which dragons only attack programs.
Uh-huh.
So with Hangry Dragon, every time it kills something, it gains its res back.
Right.
So that hardware would be if nothing attacks the dragon, the
Right.
hardware wouldn't make sense.
If it was an anti-program black ice, I would say yes, but this is an anti-personnel black ice.
Okay, no, I'm just sorry, just wanting to figure out this new setup. So
Sure.
okay. All right, so that was one net action.
No,
or
it wasn't
zero net
any.
actions.
Yeah.
So now I de-res the program.
Mm-hmm.
Then I re-res the program.
Yep.
And attack the raven.
Yep.
Can I send the program after the imp? No.
Not close enough.
I thought it would be fun.
Just have your dragon do all the decking for you.
No, just I wanted to eat the imp after it zapped me. That's all.
Fair enough. Go ahead and roll.
I mean, it's kind of what it's doing.
Kind of. It's destroying its defenses, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You have definitely ruined this part of town. This net architecture. Anyway.
Ooh, I'm a bad person. 14.
14. So that is a hit. You do another 66 damage.
So after you roll your 66 and you realize that one of the dice has only ones and zeros on it.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's fun. 13, 16, 21.
21 points of damage. Destroys this raven as well. Your jaws come clamping down onto the raven and you tear it into 2 pieces. And then those pieces derez and sputter into nothingness again.
Go deeps.
Deep, deep. Deep. Deeps is deep diving. And you have destroyed both ravens. They're gone now.
Brutal.
And I think you have one net action left. What would you like to do?
Take control of the node.
So you're going to move down into the control node here and attempt to take control of it. Go ahead and roll.
Ten.
Oops, I forgot to roll. So you come swirling in after your Megalodon crunches both ravens, tearing them into 2 pieces, and in past the control node, taking control of that stoplight or traffic light. And what do you do?
I would like to leave a virus.
So that's on your next turn. That's a net action.
Yep.
So you have control of the node now. It is going to attempt to zap you.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, not good. 8.
It's still enough to defend. I rolled really poorly.
Ooh!
Yeah, just barely. You can feel that buzz on the back of your spine, setting your hairs on end again. Go ahead and roll again for its second net action.
It's trying to gain control back.
Yep.
Oh. I lost my dice. Hold on one second. Let me grab the other one.
Okay.
14.
And again, this time it's a very far miss, and it's just trying to like thwart you off of the control node and take it back, but you're able to maintain control of it. And what kind of virus would you like to leave?
So I need a virus that will make the controls always stay red at the light so they can't go down the street we're on.
Okay. In
Is
the
that-
whole like block area, any street that
Yeah.
connects. Sure, yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna say it'll take 3 net actions to accomplish, and you just roll once. So that's this whole turn, basically this whole turn,
Yes.
and then roll your interface.
Okay. Finally, a 10. God,
Woo!
19 plus 24.
Plus.
24. All right. Yeah, you have spent a little bit of time kind of figuring out how this particular control node operates, and after you kind of get the hang of it, you're like, okay, if I just disable this protocol here and change this one down here a little bit, you'll be able to accomplish that. And you make a permanent rewrite of their architecture level code, and yeah,
Nice.
rewrite this node, at least until somebody finds out. However, after you do that, the imp is going to try to take control back of the
Okay.
node.
I figured that might happen.
Yeah.
11.
It is unable to take control back, so it's just going to zap you with its last one.
Ah. 11.
And you're able to avoid the zap. It is
Ooh.
now your turn again.
I am going to attempt to erase my presence.
Okay, do a whatever that is called. I forget.
I forgot what it's called.
Cleanup thing.
Yep.
Cloak is what it's called.
Cloak.
Yep. Go ahead and roll your.
I'm going to spend a luck.
Okay.
9. Oh, nice. 15.
Okay. 15. You pull out the logs in the in this particular net architecture, and go through finding all of your entries of something you've done, and you have you scrub them free of the log. And after that, you think you've obscured properly what you're doing here. That
Yeah.
is a net action. What else would you like to do?
I will jack out.
All right, you do a safe jack out, and you are free back onto the street. And the light is stopped, and you see some people waiting at the light already.
Yeah, I casually walk away whistling.
Okay, very nice. Okay, going back to you, Ada. You Deeps makes his breakaway to go up the street, and you are trying to follow that that line that connects to the transformer that controls the light. And you see it goes in, like, this connects to the building adjacent, which is where Swag is currently attempting to shoot, and they're talking about, lighting issues as well. And the tech has been sent away, so Swag's just mad right now, and he looks to you and he says, "Please figure this the fuck out." And you follow the line through this building. It's kind of a rundown, dingy thing, and it looks like some sort of apartment. And the line goes up, and you imagine it goes all the way up to the roof. So you start huffing it up the stairs. Ugh, so painful. You get to a floor about 3/4 of the way up, where the stairs are completely destroyed. You are muted.
Sorry. No way past these destroyed stairs?
Nope.
Okay. Is the building big enough it might have another staircase?
Might be.
Okay. I will search for another staircase.
Okay, so you walk around looking for another staircase, and
This would be including fire escapes.
okay. So you walk out. Yeah, you definitely find a fire escape. The fire escape looks pretty rusted, though. Like your tech sense is just like giving you like a spider
This is gonna
sense.
break.
Like
Yeah.
it doesn't feel comfortable, or at least doesn't look comfortable. But you may certainly try.
Okay. Is there any other option that I know of?
You don't see any that you could use to get out. No.
Okay. I will test the fire escape first.
Okay.
Like straddle the window and thump my foot down on it to see how much it jiggles and how much rust falls off. And
Okay. You can see, like, when you hammer on it, you hear the banging, clattering noise as some of the screws like pop off of the brick wall.
Okay.
It stays on. Trying to think. Roll an intelligence check, I suppose.
Okay.
Let me think for a sec. Do basic tech plus intelligence. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Does fabricate come into this or not fabricate?
Field expertise. Yeah, sure.
In the last count. 24.
24. Okay, so you think this should, like, with the hammering, as long as you're not actually hammering while you're climbing and you take it nice and slow and steady, you think you could probably make it up?
All right, I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay. I assume you're trying to go slow.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do something interesting. Either contortionist or stealth. Contortionist will give you better odds of achieving this. But my reasoning between stealth is that you have to move slow.
Yes. Okay, so if you have no points in something, does that give you a negative?
If you've never done it before, it gives you a negative.
Okay. So I'm going to pick stealth. And I'm going to spend 2 luck.
Okay.
Oh, checkers.
Woo! You can do it.
Nine. Okay.
Plus
So that's 19, 20, 21.
21. Holy shit. What's your dex? What's your dex?
My dex is 6.
Isn't stealth dex?
Yeah, I have a 4 in stealth plus my dex, which is 6.
I thought you said
plus
okay.
2 luck.
Never mind. I understand. Okay. So I thought you said you had 0, but you meant in contortionist.
No, I have 0 in contortionist.
Yeah, I get it now.
Yes.
Anyway, because I was like, how did you get? Never mind. It doesn't matter. I understand. Now. Anyway, so you take it slowly up the kind of iron ladder
Mhm.
to the next row up, and you can hear that like metal like groaning noise as you slowly climb, and there's a moment where you think the whole thing is going to pop forward. It does pop, but the bolt seems to catch it,
Okay.
and you wait a moment. You're already too far into to go back. It would just be actually worse if you attempted to go back. So you continue your climb up slowly, and you can just see that bolt like go up a thread by thread by thread by thread until you make it into the window
Okay.
and safely to the next floor.
Cool.
Cool.
So I will go back to looking for my.
You go to the stairwell again and continue your climb or your ascent up to you get to what you would assume is the roof, as it says etched in like fading letters, roof access. And there's a door.
Check the door.
Check it in what way? What do you mean?
Is it locked?
Oh, you jiggle the door. It does not appear to be locked.
Okay. I'll go ahead and go out, but I'm gonna.
The door,
See if
however, is stuck. When you push in, gunk, you thunk against something.
And that is, it opens out.
Yeah, it appears to open out.
Are the hinges on my side?
Yeah, they would be.
Tech tool hand, pop the hinges.
Okay. Do basic tech. Very low difficulty.
Field expertise or no?
Yes.
Okay, 22.
22. Yeah. You are able to easily. Some of the reason I had you roll is that some of the screws into the thing are so rusted that you have to carefully use your screwdriver finger and go at an incredibly slow pace, not to just completely strip and break it.
Well, but I'm popping the hinges. I'm taking the pin out of
Well,
the
whatever.
hinges instead of unscrewing it. But okay.
Imagine it's the same thing. You're trying to pop that off, and you're worried that the head might just break before it actually comes out. And but you do pull both pins out, and the whole door, is loose.
Move it to the side.
You move it to the side, and you just see this giant refrigerator stacked in front of the doorwell.
And is it just blocking the entire door?
It's blocking the entire door. I mean, you could probably squeeze through it, or push it over.
Okay. Can I see anything around it?
You look through it. You see some tents set up.
Do I see any people?
Not currently.
Okay. I'm going to squeeze through. I don't want to knock it over.
Okay. You squeeze through, pressing your chest tightly against your body in order to squeeze through, and roll a contortionist.
Oh. I got a 1.
Oh no.
And then a 2, so that's not too bad. So that's 6.
4.
Yeah.
5 maybe.
5.
Yeah, 5. Yeah. So as you're squeezing through, you just apply a little bit too much pressure, not able to, contract your body tight enough to make it through. And the refrigerator teeters, and then you try to catch it, but it's far too big and heavy for you. And the thing just goes, boom! The loud clap onto the rooftop.
Okay.
You are through, though. When that happens, the tents open, and you see several homeless people scramble out. One of them looks to you. What the fuck are you doing?
I'm trying to fix something.
Fix what?
Power?
You just broke our door.
I can fix your door.
Roll a persuasion.
Can I say something first?
Sure.
Listen, you let me fix your door and fix this power thing that I'm trying to do, and I'll see if I can get you guys a line from it.
A what?
A line, a power line, so that you can use it.
Okay, give yourself a +1.
Nice.
Okay, I've got to find it. $17.
Very nice. So yeah, you the homeless person squints at you, scrutinizing you. She scratches her mustache and says, "All right, fine. You give us power and we'll let you access it. What do you say?" The others, all nod their head in agreement and murmur, "Yeah, all right, that sounds good. I'd like some light."
Okay.
Heat. Okay.
I gotta go over there. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you head to what you assume, or what you don't assume. This is it. This is what you need to fix. And go ahead and roll
Basic tech.
basic tech.
Oh, Blink, do you want the combat cam on still?
Oh, whoops.
Oh, 19.
19. All right. So you do some work inside of the transformer for a moment, and you find some fuses have blown, and you actually are able to just replace those particular ones with ones from a different area. So you've maybe turned it off for somebody else, but the ones that are to where Swag is working and this particular rooftop and building are fine.
If I have parts with me, because I have like $500 in parts, something like that, in my backpack that I carry around, could I just replace the fuses?
Sure. Spend maybe 50 of those dollars.
Okay. So I'm not cutting off power to anybody else.
So that way you've just restored. You've done a good. You got 1 karma point.
Oh my god.
If this was Knights of the Old Republic, you got.
I am writing this down, by the way.
Oh my gosh, we're not starting the karma points again. Are we? Wait, I thought Wraith had to give those out.
Those are meaningless.
I figure they're like
Close.
boost blind points.
Okay.
Yes, they are.
Okay.
So,
Cool. Yeah, you've restored the power.
and have I built have I let them tap into it?
Yeah,
Or do you want me to roll again for that?
all you have to do is tell them, how.
Okay. So
Just plug into the outlets or whatever. Run an extension cable from one of the apartments.
I'll show them.
Okay. Yeah, they do so. And they have their nice all the Christmas lights on their tents are actually working now. And the lady's like, "Thank you. What's your name?"
Checkers.
Checkers. I'll remember that.
Mm-hmm. So you guys are gonna have to lift the fridge back up because I can't do that by myself.
That's
But
okay.
I'll put the door.
We've got the fridge. Just put the door back. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye, hero.
Checkers is a hero.
Yes.
You
She
put
brought
the
power to the people.
she did. You put the door back. It won't make you roll again, and are able to just jump down the stairwell to get back down the level and make your way back to the street. At about the same time, you see Deeps, who's got like a little bit of a nosebleed that he's kind of cleaning up, and two of you walk or like meet up on the street again.
You look rough.
Oh, you could say that.
Well, if you do a bad job, he'll probably never ask us to come again.
Yeah, well, let's say that I have a headache. I do have actually a headache.
Okay.
Okay. So you walk back, and the actual production or swag comes to you too and says, "Oh, thank you guys. Thank you so much. You've saved my shoot today." Now it's hang around. We're going to do our first scene here, so let's watch how it goes. And then we'll get to your scene.
Yeah, we're gonna be here all day.
Yep. You're already like 3 hours in.
Mm-hmm.
So initially, this scene starts with Dolph. I forget.
Wolf.
Lolf.
Lolf.
That's what it is.
Lol.
Lolf's introductory scene where he arrives into his apartment after a long trudging day at his day job at a construction site. He's got like a an orange construction hat and a blue jumpsuit that he's wearing that's covered in dirt and grime. He arrives at home when he finds the bolt on his door has been broken open. And he pushes open slowly and finds his whole house has been ransacked. And worst of all, he comes to a terrarium in one corner. And Lolf, damn it, clutches his fists and looks at the sky and he says, "No!" And the next little bit, he is frantically searching around his whole apartment looking for the Tortoise. He checks under his bed, checks everywhere. And eventually he heads out into the hallway where one of his neighbors is standing and tells him about the men he saw there who broke into his home and took things from it. They're thugs. The only bit of information that he gets about these guys is that they're thugs wearing black rings. scene ends, and then they're getting set up in the new location in your pet store. And Swag comes to the two of you after, he talks to Lolf and tells him, "Oh, great, beautiful work. Oh my God, my heart was racing. So good, so good." Then he eventually comes to the two of you and he says, "Okay, so you guys ready for this? Here." He takes out some black rings, hands each of you one. Wear these, because it's going to be important detail. We'll see if he notices. Don't tell him anything. You don't want him to know. He needs to actually be able to spot it. And I'll just let that, be as it may. Anyway, so remember, he looks to you, Checkers, are just manning the counter. You are the guard for, and he walks you into the pet store, and it's actually now been set up that it actually does have like some pet store things, like, wood chips and kibble, kibble for actual dogs.
Yeah. It doesn't look any different, but
oddly, it doesn't. And things of that nature inside of it. It has been staged to look like a pet store. You are led to the counter where you'll be staying. Now, remember, he's gonna come in, start like if he asks any questions that make you think like that somebody has brutally beat up one of the members of your crew looking for his stolen pet tortoise. Okay? So if he says anything that keys you in, you need to slip away, pretend to make a phone call, and call for backup. Then you gotta stall him. You don't want him going into the back room, and I'll show you where the back room is in a minute, Deeps. But you don't want him going into the back room. And you don't want him to leave neither, because you want to beat the shit out of this guy. Okay? Okay. Excellent. You are the guard to the back room. You're kind of going to be like the security guard of the place. You're going to have like we're going to dress you up in a nice, security guard suit with like a flak jacket and a pistol and a billy club and shit like that. But really, you're not a simple security guard, okay? You are the guard of this underground ring. So,
whoa.
Yeah. You're
Gotcha.
Yeah. You got it? Okay. So I'll lead you over. He leads you to the back of the office. He's like, and this is the room that you don't want him in near this door, okay?
Okay.
He opens the door and a bunch of like brooms and janitorial equipment falls out. He says, "Oh, don't worry about this. It's not it doesn't it goes to the underground, but it doesn't go to the underground. It's just a broom closet, but it goes
movie magic.
Movie magic. It'll make sense when I actually cut the BD. So obviously you can't have him opening this door because it'll ruin the scene.
Right.
Well, I'll just cut. But anyway, if he opens the door. Anyway, okay. So you good? You good? Any questions?
I think I got it.
All right. I'm going to go talk to Lul for a moment and get him set up. And I'm going to talk to your backup guys who will arrive, roughly 5-10 minutes or something.
Yeah.
Got it. Great.
That's the counter you want me at?
Yep, that's the counter. Mm-hmm. And you, just patrol the place like a security guard, but stay close to this door. And you gotta make sure nobody comes to the door. That's your door. You own
My
that
door.
door. Get into
Nobody
the
else
mind
gets that
of the door owner. You got it? Okay, let's go.
All right.
He
I'm
goes,
gonna lean on the counter and just start playing on my phone
okay.
for my agent.
Excellent. He goes away, and they do some sound checks and
Wardrobe.
Oh yeah, and you get dressed up into your security officer outfit. You're just allowed to wear whatever you wear, because you're just the worker.
I'm sorry. It means this store clerk looks like a hobo.
Okay, maybe they do dress you in something. Yeah, they dress you in like I don't know, whatever they have on hand, like a pair of overalls and a plain t-shirt.
Okay.
And then yeah, eventually, like after the sound checks, he calls action. Action! What do you guys do?
I'm continuing to play on my phone.
I'm
Excellent.
gonna
For my
stand.
agent.
I'm gonna stand near the door, surveying the whole store as much as I do. But
Okay. So, you guys can make some acting checks.
okay, I'm really good at acting.
Acting is
No,
a cool
no, I'm
skill,
not.
right? Or is it empathy?
Yes, it is cool.
Yeah.
I do have points in acting.
I
Hey.
do not.
Nice. And you've never acted
But-
before, so that's a -1.
Okay.
Technically, she acted for the audition, didn't she?
Oh, true. Yeah. Fair enough. What'd you get? 10?
Yeah.
Nice!
Nice.
And then a 7. So
17 off the roll.
24.
You are the most convincing, bored-looking person that
I mean,
I don't think I'm acting.
Nope.
What'd you get?
I'm sorry, I have to look at acting. 13.
13. Okay. So you are a little bit overzealous in your security guardness. You're still not doing I mean, it's really not too complicated at this stage, at least. But you're acting overly stern and tight and suspiciously looking around at people. There are other customers in the store kind of shopping. As extras.
I'm looking. I'm like
Yeah.
overdoing it.
Overdoing it just a tad bit. And then maybe like, I don't know, a few minutes of this when you see Dolph Lundgren, Wolf Dundgren,
Wolf.
oops,
Wolf Dundgren.
make his way in. His roll a perception check. Both of you.
I intentionally do not look up.
Okay, then you don't get a roll, the perception check.
Okay.
19.
19, is that with your combat sense?
No, that's a -1. And I could put my combat sense, and I did want to tell you this actually. My combat sense really will only help my perception. or my initiative. So I'd like to leave it at perception all the time, unless I change it.
I think that's fair. Go ahead and add your +1.
Okay. That's a 20 then.
Okay, that's a 20. Yeah, you definitely notice the guy looks a little roughed up. Like he has kind of like a swelling, puffy cheek, and in particular, you notice his knuckles are quite bloodied. He's also packing. He's got a gun in his on a holster on his side. That one's easy.
Okay.
He makes his way up to the front counter.
Keep my eye on him.
Okay. What are you doing?
I'm continuing to play on my phone. Like, I haven't noticed who's there.
Okay. He stands in front of the counter and he puts his hand down on it, the one that's bloodied.
Can I help you?
He says, maybe.
Okay, I need more information than that.
I
You here
am.
for food?
Yes.
Okay. What kind of animal?
Turtle food.
Turtle food. One's a little harder to get a hold of, you know. Any
You-
particular kind of turtle?
Maybe a tortoise.
I mean, we can look at the shelves, but I'm pretty sure we're out. I need to call my supplier and find out if I can get more.
Ooh, do a conversation test for me.
$14.
14? Okay. Okay. He says, okay, but where would I look back there?
Yeah. Third shelf on the right.
Okay. He starts walking back there with his big shoulders. He's walking towards the door.
Yeah, that's not where I pointed, dude. Over there. On that wall.
He looks to where you pointed and he says, oh. And he corrects his course.
So yeah, I'll turn sideways to him.
Mm-hmm.
Wait until he's a little bit further away and then make the phone call.
Okay. What are you going to do when you make the phone call? What do you say?
Someone's looking for a tortoise. He
Okay.
looks pretty beat up.
Okay. Are you doing anything, Deeps?
I'm after seeing him go towards the door, I'm definitely putting myself between the door and him.
Okay. I'm just trying to think of how to do this subtly.
Stealth?
Sure. Stealth. That makes sense.
$10.
10. Okay. He is watching you as you make your way to the back door. And you definitely notice like he's keeping his eye on you. And at a certain
Yeah.
point, his eyes turn towards the door and then back to you.
Well, I want to lean up against the wall with like my leg up on the wall.
Okay.
And light. I don't think I have a cigarette actually, so I just chill like that with my head down a little bit, you know,
Okay.
trying to act relaxed.
Okay. He picks up a bag of some sort of food and walks over to you, Deeps, while you're on the phone pretending to call for backup, and says, "Hello. Do you know if they serve this to tortoises?"
I don't, sir. I'm just here to make sure the store doesn't get robbed and the clerk leaves okay.
Roll quick acting.
I have no more luck, and this is so important right now.
This is maybe the most important roll you've made in your entire
You're right.
life.
Well, I still got a 9,
Nice.
so my acting is terrible. So how about a 15?
15's pretty good.
It's not bad.
Yeah. Okay. He says, "Just a security guard, huh? Then I will ask you," and he gets in real close, "to leave now."
What's going on, sir?
He says, "This place is run by the Blackhearts."
Who's that, sir?
You don't know?
Nope.
Then run now. Look, man, I am trying to save your life right now.
Dude, I'm trying to feed my family with this job. Can you please take a step back?
No.
Am I done with my phone call?
Yeah.
Hey, man. So my supplier has some tourist stuff, but it's going to be like 3 days before they can bring it.
Okay, roll a conversation.
10.
Nice.
10.
Jeez, nice.
Jesus.
23.
Oh,
This is my curse. It's useless, so I'm rolling good.
Okay. Yeah, you just draw his attention back, and he just nods a little bit, and then looks to you, Deeps, and says, "Just remember what I said. Run." Moves back, puts the thing or the meal on the counter, and he says, "How many weeks did you say?"
3 days.
3 days.
You're not thinking about feeding that to him in the interim, are you?
No. And he
Okay.
starts making his
Good.
way out the door.
Wait, hey, wait. I need information.
What information would you need?
A name, a number, so I can let you know when it's here. You know how it goes. 3 days is an estimate. And you don't want to, come in 3 days, find out we got it a little earlier and that someone else bought it all.
Call me the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. And he starts making his way out.
But that doesn't help. I still need a way to get a hold of you, man.
Turns back around. Says, fine, I'll give you a phone number and stuff.
Yeah, here. I'm gonna like pull out my phone and be like, here's the form to fill out, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
He goes and starts filling it out. When you hear zipping motorcycles coming through the front window. And that's when he notices the black ring on your finger. And he looks from the black ring to your eyes to the motorcycles outside, where you all need to roll initiative.
An epic action combat music plays.
I don't know. That wasn't very epic. I don't know what that was.
I just got another 10.
What? Jesus.
I like that you're trying not to do a good job so he doesn't call you back and you keep rolling
You're
10s.
doing
I know,
amazing.
right?
Amuses
I
me
know.
greatly.
He's gonna want you back now.
Uh-huh.
We also fixed all his shit.
Yep.
I don't re-rolls on initiative, right?
No, I don't.
No,
They explode.
I think they do, yeah. I think we've always done it before, so let me
Yeah.
get Deeps and Checkers at this point. Deeps is back here. This is the door. It's like another customer there.
Now, I just want to point this out, just in case.
Uh-huh.
It is midnight.
Oh,
Yeah.
Do we want to start a combat?
I think we actually have to do it next turn. So, what'd you get on your roll? Let's just roll it so we have it.
Does my -1 count?
Yes.
My initial. Then 8.
It's a good thing he thinks
23.
you're just a security guard.
It's true. Um, 23, did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah. I get an 8. Checkers is on fire tonight.
Why
What
is
can you
she-
say?
Why is Checker's name like something weird? How bizarre. Okay, there we go. And what'd you get, Deeps?
8.
8.
Yes, I did really well. Especially for a solo.
New solo, to be fair.
And Lulf Dungren gets 15. And
Nice.
the other guys don't get to go quite yet. Okay. Excellent. Thank you all for joining us tonight. We will pick up the shocking conclusion of the tortoise and the hair trigger
Yeah.
next time.
Huh.
Yep, that was I was so excited for you guys to do this that I kept making Swag bother everybody.
Oh my god. That's awesome.
So, hope you enjoyed.
I'm highly
I love the
entertained by
name.
this.
I love the
Right.
name of the movie though.
Mm-hmm.
I really, really wanted to point out that a turtle and a tortoise were two different things.
I know. There we go. I'm just gonna get these guys an initiative before I forget. We'll pick up there next week. I'm excited.
Join us next time for Showdown in the Pet Shop.
Showdown.
Yes.
Okay, cool. We'll see you all next time. I'm gonna end it here.
All right.
So
Bye, guys.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for
See
watching.
ya.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed. It was a weird episode, but I liked it. Bye.